me and my
Good morning. This is the 704 Charlotte Bound Show, man. Twan Dawn in the building, as always. Welcome you guys to the show. Welcome. Man, we got a whole lot of stuff to unpack, man. A lot of stuff going on today. Hope everybody's doing well on this Super Bowl Sunday. You know what I'm saying? So, hoping everybody having a great day today, man, and out shopping, getting your wings, your pizza, and everything together, your drinks. You know what I'm saying? But we just gonna take a little of your time this morning, man. A lot going on in the sports world, man. Look, we're gonna talk about Tedoroa. You know, we're gonna talk about Tedoroa McMillan, the positive side about my man receiving the Offensive Rookie of the Year. We're gonna get into my man Luke Keuchly and his Hall of Fame situation going on, man. We'll also discuss the Carolina Duke game, man, and the controversy that came with that game. We're going to get into a lot of stuff, man. This is something that we're going to be doing in the offseason. We're going to be talking about the top stories in sports. You know, not just Panthers on every show, although we will discuss the Panthers on every show, man. And we're going to talk about the James Pierce Jr. situation that just recently happened that's in the news, man. We're going to get into that and other things, man, as the show goes on. Look, let me bring the road dog up in here, man. My co-host of the 704 Charlotte Bound Show. I got my man Poppy Willis in the building. Pop, what's going on with you, brother?
He locked up. They won't let him out. They won't let him out, no. Well. Good morning, everybody, man. Happy Super Bowl Sunday. Be careful with your money. Because, you know, people, you know, will gamble it all.
All of it.
Yeah, so.
Hey, shout out to my man in the chat already. My man Zip Do It All said, what up, Twan? What's going on with you, Zip? What's going on with you, Zip?
Zip them up.
Yeah, Navash in the building said that's why you have to be super careful drafting players with character concerns. And bro, look, I can't agree with you more, man. We will have Red Swarm up in here this morning. You know what I'm saying? Talk to that brother this morning, man. And we're going to bring y'all everything that we know about this subject. You know what I'm saying? But Pop, like you just said, man. And let's just go ahead and bring Red in right now, man. We got my man Red up in here. Red Swarm in the building. Talk to him, man.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Big feathers.
Super Bowl Sunday morning, man. But
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, I'm not as hyped as I normally would be. This
I
is
think I think I know why,
uh
man.
yeah, as you all know, man, we
Oh, you
got a
want to get
bit
right
of
to it?
yeah, we
Okay.
got a yeah, let's do this. We
Oh,
got a
well,
bit of
before
bad
Pop do it,
news
you
in
know,
Falcons
before
land.
Rag go, yeah, man. So we're
Yeah,
gonna start off with our top story today, man. I mean, it's gonna be like
let's do it.
the news over here, man. The top story today, man, on the 704 Charlotte Bound Show is James Pierce Jr. Of the Atlanta Falcons. Like, yeah, man, guys, kind of hold off on the digs with Red today. We're talking about a serious subject today.
Yes,
Do
sir.
what you want, but he probably ain't gonna be on that time today. The top story is James
Oh, no, I'm
Pierce.
coming with jokes for
Yeah,
sure.
Oh yeah, yeah.
on his
They
team,
welcome.
of
Yeah,
course.
yeah, yeah, and they
Uh,
well
Breaking
deserved.
news. We just learned an Atlanta Falcons player has been arrested in
Man,
South
I'm
Florida.
ahead of myself. But look, we are going to we're gonna start off with the top news with James Pierce Jr. If you woke up to it like I did this morning, man, we're gonna start it off first here on the show. Let me see if anybody else trying to get in. Let me got my man Edge up in here. What's going on? Good morning, Edge.
What up,
God
Ed?
damn, Red.
Man,
Yeah, man.
hold tight, guys.
Stupid.
Hold tight. Hold tight. Hold tight. Let's go ahead and get into the top story today. Let's
We
go.
want to start you off tonight with breaking news. We just learned an Atlanta Falcons player has been arrested in South Florida. So let's bring in sports anchor Marcus Reeves. Marcus, what do we know right now?
Yeah, Angelina, we're getting more details as the night goes on. We can confirm that police arrested Falcons rookie James Pierce Jr. earlier today in Florida. He faces multiple domestic violence charges in Miami-Dade County, including battery and stalking. Pierce is also charged with fleeing police and resisting an officer. Miami TV station WPLG reports that police arrested Pierce after the player crashed his car during a police chase. According to jail records, his bond on the domestic violence charges is not yet set. Pierce just finished his rookie season with the Falcons after the team drafted him in the first round. The Falcons sent us a statement saying, "We are aware of an incident involving James Pierce Jr. in Miami. We are in the process of gathering more information and will not have any further comments on an open legal matter at this time," Angelina.
Look, man, I'm gonna start off with my man.
James Pierce Jr., pick 26.
At 6 years old, he
Get him out of here
learned.
real quick. So look, man, we're gonna start off with what I'm saying, it's something that we kind of discussed earlier. We're gonna start off with my man Pop today. Because when we were looking at James Pierce Jr. and a lot of people, the Carolina Panthers wanted to draft him as well. But then we started a discussion on our show when we were like about his character concerns and things that were going on in college, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to speak for Pop, but Pop, we want to start off with the James Pierce situation. Then we're going to have Red Swarm and Edge get in here. Red Swarm is definitely going to talk to you guys from the angle of being a Atlanta Falcons fan, you know what I'm saying, and how this affects his team going forward.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, Penitentiary Pierce. Um, yeah, I told Red about this guy's character, you know what I'm saying, a while back. I'm not even sure if I was on this platform at the time, but I believe I'll probably be first to tell Red about it. And then other people joined in to probably see the same thing. Um, when there's character issues early, um, as a young man, an organization got to dive deep and try to figure out what that is. Where is it coming from? Where does it stem? There was some people out here, that has the cowboy mentality because they owner, he'll go get the crazies. He don't care. So as long as you out there and perform, which I understand. I mean, hey, if he's getting you W's, he's getting W's. But if it ain't gonna benefit you and he can't get himself together, then it ain't gonna, why invest the money? Um, but he has had these rumors and this stereotype about him because he's from North Carolina, and he ain't no saint. And then when he went to go play in school and college, also in high school, but when he go play school and college, he was having issues there, acting like a thug. And some people trying to give him a pass and say, "Oh, it's the people that he was hanging around." Listen, I promise you, if you getting money like they was getting money in college, ain't nobody gotta force you to not hang around somebody. You gonna do it because you like, shoot, I'm going to the NFL. I'm trying to These guys ain't going. Same thing like John Morant. This is kind of like the same ordeal. I didn't know exactly what he would do, but I knew something was coming because I had been told Red, like I said a while ago. I said, bro, he's a nut. He's a nut. And he's gonna find out the hard way. I don't know what punishment he's gonna get. I don't know if they're gonna strike him down hard or if they're gonna slap him on the wrist. But we've all have talked about how the NFL is trying to change their image. He might be a guy they put a head on a stake. Seriously, because this is not nothing you play. Now I don't know if he's guilty, but we all been talking about, especially these past couple weeks, about what you do off the field, how it can hurt you in certain scenarios, especially when it comes to getting awards and Hall of Fames and Hall of Honor and things of that nature. This is not how you started off. Now, I remember some guys in here when we was talking about Tetaroa earlier this week, talking about we won't be talking about Tetaroa in August. I bet you they'll still be talking about Tetaroa just like they'll be talking about Penitentiary Pearson in August. The floor is yours, Red.
Yeah, I think it was telling for me as a Falcons fan. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. Yeah. I don't have my iPads, man. I had to put on this old Beats headset, so just wanted to make sure my voice was coming through.
Crystal
Yeah, as a Falcons fan, I think it was telling to me in their statement how they're approaching this. Very disinfectantly. There's no emotion. When they wrote the statement up, I believe they said they are aware of the situation involving James Pierce Jr. When you use a nigga whole name like that and don't refer to him affectionately as James, yeah. They ain't touching this. So I think that due process, obviously from the Players Association, Arthur Blank could do what the hell he want to do. I mean, he could have a statement today that they have cut him, released him, whatever else. But I don't know. I think it's likely that they'll give it some time because they have time to allow it with the kid. But it doesn't matter what the Falcons decide to do. I honestly, I don't know what his lawyers will do, how they'll approach this, but I could absolutely see him getting some time, some degree of time for this. These are very, very serious charges. So he'll have to face that in a court of law. And we'll have time for this. We can get into what Twan and I
we're gonna get into all of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We're gonna be getting into what we discussed earlier. But let me say this. All the shots are welcome because that's what we do.
We're not doing shots today. This is a serious matter, bro. This is a serious matter.
It is, and as we go with things, you're gonna have people who, like you say, they view it jokingly. I know we're gonna have a chance to talk about the victim, in this and how it probably impacts her. We're gonna be able to speak from a perspective that I'm gonna speak from as a girl dad, and how I look at this. But here's the deal. Here's the deal for me. It's a shame to see a young man who has all the talent in the world ruin his career early on. And I got some other thoughts. There was notably a former New York Jet first round draft pick that I really wanted when he was coming out of Ohio State, Darren Lee, who is accused of murdering his girlfriend this week. And it paints a bad light. I will tell you personally, I don't think it paints a bad light on the Falcons. There may be some who think that the Falcons are complicit in this. I don't
This
see how
is
they can change that.
this is not no Falcons issue. This is a damn.
Oh yeah.
This is a
Yeah,
James
and
Pierce Jr. issue.
absolutely,
But
and
but I
he
don't know. Can we say it's not a Falcons issue? Because like I said, you have to do your due diligence as an organization to look at character issues.
It's not their issue because look, you. Well, I'll get into look for the people just joining. Let me explain to you what's going on with JPJ. I'm gonna say that for right now.
No, his name is Penitentiary Pierce.
Yeah, you can call him. All right, so the NFL star linebacker James whatever man was arrested Saturday after fleeing a domestic dispute and crashing his vehicle during a police chase, according to the Doral Police Chief Edwin Lopez. Officers were initially dispatched to DPD headquarters for a reported dispute between a male and a female. Police said Pierce, 22, fled the scene and later crashed at the address doesn't matter. Before being placed in cuffs. We got the video where we're going to show you where when the cops met up with him, and from what I'm hearing and what they're saying is, and this is allegedly because I don't know. I'm only reading what we know and what we found out through the news, that he was fighting the cops or whatever. You could be the judge of that when you see the video, and we can go from there. It says jail records show that Pierce is facing charges, 2 counts of aggravated battery with a deadly weapon, and 1 count of each of aggravated stalking. When does a motherfucker got time to stalk? When you in the
exactly.
And Red know how I know, you know what I'm saying? Because when we talk about, you know what I'm saying, women,
Pop, you
we
gotta
don't.
let me get through this first, brother.
Oh, go ahead.
And fleeing
I know
or
you're gonna read the
eluding
whole
police.
paragraph.
Yeah. Lights or siren. He said Pierce was booked into Turner Guilford Knight Correctional Center. So yes, he's in jail. With his bond yet to be set. It's still not set as of this morning. He was picked in the first round by we know about the Falcons, and then they go over his stats and his yeah. So go ahead, Bob.
Me and Red have, you know what I'm saying,
just a statement by the Atlanta Falcons. They said, we are aware of an incident involving JPJ in Miami. We are in the process of gathering more information and will not have any further comment on an open legal matter at this time, which all teams do. It's pretty much some bullshit. That's some bullshit.
Canned language. Yeah.
It's standard.
Yeah.
It's not bullshit. It's not bullshit at all. They're gonna wait.
Bullshit.
No,
They
no,
know
no, it's not.
They know what's going on.
It's not bullshit.
No, it's always bullshit when they release that, because they're basically trying to tell the public, like, we're learning as you're learning. They know a lot more.
Yeah, they got deeper information. Yeah,
but
please
it's
believe
still not,
that.
But if you got to sit there and explain that, then people just slow. Like it's not bullshit.
Well, I mean,
No, you don't. No, it was short and sweet. Hey, we know what's going on. We will not be making any further statements until we get more details. And that's just the truth. Because they got to find out, is he, hold on. They got to find out, for one, is he guilty, right? Now, all the signs have showed that he's guilty, because once you start running from the police and you got a deadly weapon and all this other case and stalking, you look damn near guilty to me in the public view of opinion.
Well, it's a little bit deeper than the appearance of it, and
that's what I'm saying.
Antoine, there is some relevance to the address that they put on there where he was apprehended. So here's what that is, and as you read, the police were dispatched to the Doral Police Department, right? So here's the deal: they were called back to the station because she was fleeing him, trying to get to the police station. And that's where he rammed her vehicle several times, trying to stop her from going into the police station.
There you go.
So he's some kind of fool.
Yeah.
I mean, if now listen, if I've done something, I'm gonna be running in the opposite direction from the police station.
Right.
Not up to the police station. You know what I'm saying? So in my mind's eye, he guilty as charged on everything.
And this is the thing, Red. Like I was saying earlier, we have talked about, you know what I'm saying, women, on several different occasions.
Yeah.
The amount of money that these guys get, nothing should affect you to the point where you can't get a rebound, where you can't let go of whatever or whoever she is at that time. And is she a professional at anything?
W-
I thought.
WNBA.
Yeah,
Okay, I thought.
He gonna show some
We gonna get into
video
that.
and
Oh
yeah,
no.
yeah.
I'm talking about her career though. Her
Oh,
career.
yeah, she's a WNBA
She
star.
WNBA player. That's what I thought. So
No, she ain't
that
just a WNBA player. She's a star in the
that's
WNBA.
that's
Yeah,
fine. She's a star.
that's a
What
total
I'm saying,
difference.
Yeah.
what I'm saying is it does the your tax bracket has changed now that you've gone to the NFL and done what you've done in the NFL. There shouldn't be no woman that should get you that upset where you putting your hands on her, stalking her, any of those things, because any of these mistakes that you make can kill your career or your life, period. Because you don't know if she got uncles, brothers, cousins. You don't know who gonna be looking after you. Now you could be a bad man if you want to, but you can't beat everybody.
let me
Yeah.
give y'all a statement. I'm gonna hit y'all with an old school statement. I guarantee you, I'm
Yeah.
gonna start the first half, and Red Swarm will be able to finish the second half
Yes,
because we've
sir.
been around. I love being an old nigga. Say what you want, bro, but check this out. I was always taught money does not change anyone, man.
Yep.
It just makes you more of who you are.
Yep. It reveals your character. It doesn't determine your character.
So him getting
Your
money,
character is already in
yeah,
you.
yeah,
This was
he was
already
only
down
gonna
in
do
him.
more fuck shit.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So look, let's check out. This is when the cops caught up to him, and I won't say that much about it. Then we'll discuss it. Hold on. It's on a different
Stream.
screen.
Yeah.
It did a hyperlink when I went into it.
Okay. Okay.
But
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Red,
he
for me
was
the
fighting
reason
like
why.
7 officers, man. But
Mhm.
Yeah,
Pops. Okay, here it is. Yeah.
here we go. Let me get the.
Yeah, he crazy as hell.
Fuck.
What's wrong with this guy, man? What are you doing? Is it that cold, bro? What? Oh my god.
They going too far with them iguanas, man.
I heard him yelling, "Get on your stomach."
Yeah. Yeah.
Some people have also reported that somebody was saying that they were saying, "Don't be stupid." It just sounds to me like they're saying, "Get on your stomach."
That's a big ass dude, man.
Yeah,
They could say, they might be saying both. Don't be stupid.
yeah.
Get on your stomach. Get on your stomach. Don't be stupid. You in Florida, they'll shoot you.
One
But
more
they'll
Oh
shoot
time.
you
yeah.
anywhere.
Yeah.
But
I know one thing I see that's stupid as hell, but we ain't gonna get into that. I see 2 women in that on that
Yeah.
car. With the,
Yeah.
man, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What are
Well,
they gonna
Yeah.
do?
well, they got to do they got to do their jobs too.
they gonna
That's what
shoot.
I was
Yeah,
thinking
man,
too,
that's
Ed.
dumb. They involve like,
That's what I was
come
thinking
on,
too.
yeah.
Well,
But Red, reason why I said this is an organizational issue.
Right. Right.
And it's not to come down on Atlanta. This is not what I'm saying.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay.
It's been long. A lot of people don't know this, but I'm sure Red knows this. That they have been placing counseling and people there in organizations for players to talk to. They've actually got programs where you could sit down and in some people's contracts, I know in fact that they have to go see that person because of some of the things that they have either gone through in life or going through in life.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm wondering, were those things put in place for him, or did he mask it so well, even though knowing that he had some rumors about him already previously. I don't know if they did their due diligence about it, or if they did, they just kept it on a hush because it is kind of embarrassing to some folks if you're seeking help. As anybody, as a human being, you should never feel embarrassed if somebody's trying to help you.
So let me
So
ask you a question, Pop.
yeah,
Hey,
Do
and like
you
I'm not getting on Pop, but I totally disagree with him when
and
this
I
is
do
not
too,
an Atlanta Falcons issue.
but we would expect
that's
Pop to take it there. But let me ask you this, Pop.
No, but that's his opinion, so I respect it. So
Yeah. Do you blame his family for this?
yes.
Okay. At this stage, you do?
not at all,
Uh, uh,
bro.
s-
He's a
Yeah.
grown man, bro.
hold
He's a
on, hold
grown
on.
ass man.
He's
And
a
what I
grown.
would say,
He
what
is
I
a
would say
grown
is,
man,
what
but
I would say is, what I would
well,
say
I'm gonna
is
elaborate
that
why I say what I
is
say.
that there's not enough information
Hmm.
for me to form opinions like that right now. Right?
Well, that's why I'm asking questions.
If I had his full juvenile record, which was sealed, if I had his full, middle school, high school records to be able to look at and say, well, there was clearly negligence on part of his family. He witnessed a lot of violence, as I talked to Twan and Trish about this morning. He witnessed a lot of violence in the home. So, yeah,
Hey,
they,
rest one. So did
yeah,
So did I. So
yeah,
did
yeah,
I.
yeah, 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 yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah,
say
yeah.
this real quick, and we're not gonna make this about
Me
me.
too, Twan. Me
We're not
too.
gonna make this
And
about
I didn't
me,
turn out
but
like that. So yeah, that's
I'll
on
put it
him.
out there. Then we're gonna get Edge's opinion on this. I'll put it out there. I grew up in a house full of violence. I watched
Yeah.
my mom fight. I grew up in New York City, bro. I seen a lot of
Yep.
killing, a lot of it.
Yeah.
I wasn't a good kid a lot of times when I was growing up. A lot of it, stealing and shit, whatever. But when I turned 18 years old, I'm a grown man, and I'm still young. But when I'm in my 30s and 40s, I can't blame my family for nothing, even in
Yeah.
my late 20s, because when you become a man, now it's all on you. The world says you're an adult now, and it's on you. I
Right.
can't
And I
blame them for nothing, because you know what?
okay.
Now I got money to get some help, and if you ain't getting help, it's on you.
So let me rebuttal because Red asked me, do I blame his family? The reason why I
Let me
say
get my
yes
man in here
is
before you start though, Pop. We're gonna let you go.
well, how can
Man, coming to the show, we got my man Bloody Knuckles in the building. Bloody, what's going on with you, bro?
what up, bloody?
Fellas, what's going
How
on?
you
What's
Good
feeling?
good?
morning.
What's
Good
good,
morning.
bloody?
Happy
We about
Super
to get
Bowl
into it.
Sunday to
What
you
up, bloody?
guys,
Yeah,
man.
happy Super Bowl Sunday,
Now,
bro. Go ahead, Red. I mean,
now,
Pop.
Pop.
Red. How many
Yeah.
grown ass men have you seen act like a child?
Oh, every day.
Oh,
But
every day, right?
it gets to a point where I stop
Just hold
blaming
on.
their mama for their actions.
I understand that. I understand that. But you preface the question, and that's why I'm rebuttaling why I'm saying what I said. Families do sometimes fail their children
Mm-hmm.
in guidance and in life. So
Mm-hmm.
yes, I do believe I can point some fingers at them when it comes to certain characteristics or things that they do, even when they're grown. And you could be grown
And
as hell.
that's why I say you
You could be
might be
grown as hell because
premature. You
there
might be
you go.
premature in your passing judgment, Popping.
That well,
Because
maybe
you
I
don't
am.
there it's not enough information to say that this was negligence on the part of his
Yeah, we
family.
don't know his family did anything.
We don't know,
I
but
mean,
if that's the case, if that's the case, I can suspect. I could throw them in there. I could, so oh, well, if we look at his, if we find a way that we could dial it back, run it back from the past, and this, that, and other,
Mhm.
and see it, then I can say, okay, yeah, I can see that.
So
It wouldn't
so Pop
surprise me.
so
Hold
Pop,
tight,
let
guys.
me say this.
Hold
Let me
on.
say this
We
real
got my
quick,
man.
and I know we
We
got a
got my
lot of
man
people
Gas
getting
up in
here.
here. Hold tight, real quick.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
got
yeah.
Gas Radio and Zip. What's going on, bro?
what's happening? What's happening, y'all? What's happening?
All
How
right,
y'all
man.
doing today?
What up?
What's
What up?
going
What
on?
up?
Happy
Hey,
Super Bowl
I'm gonna
Sunday.
say this real quick and let everybody else get in here, Twan, to Pop's comments.
No, you ain't
I
got to go quick, man. We need to have this discussion, bro.
Yeah, I
Go ahead.
think at some point you have to, and it might sound cheeky coming from me as a Falcons fan this morning, but I hope that people will stay around and listen to further commentary
Mhm.
when it comes out about how I really feel about this dude and this situation. But Papa, let me say this: what we're talking about right now, as far
Uh huh.
as owners and who it falls on. Let you see if you don't stop at some point or take a
Hmm.
stance at some point, then it'll continue to unwind. People will be saying this is a larger black male issue. You see, now we could get into that discussion right now.
Well,
But
that's
but
why
but hold on. I side with what the Falcons said. That
I do too.
at this point, we're aware of it, but we need more information. That's essentially what they always say. Pop, we're aware of what he did, but until more information comes out, you can't start pointing the finger at other people. The only person to blame at this point is James Pierce Jr. or Penitentiary Pierce, and he has nobody else to blame but himself right now, fam.
Yeah, Pop started that shit.
Yeah.
Penitentiary Pierce. Shout out to that boy.
You know who started that shit? That was Pop.
Oh yeah. He gonna do that.
Penitentiary
Well,
Pierce.
Yeah.
But Red, this is what I'm saying.
Hold
yes.
on. I'm gonna let y'all go, man. Look, Red wasn't done. Let him finish.
Yeah. I was giving it back to Pop. Yeah, y'all go ahead.
I couldn't hear everything that Red said because StreamYard. That's why I came back. That's why I was trying to.
Yeah. I said he has nobody to blame but himself at this point.
That's 100%. That's not what I'm saying though. I mean, that's why I'm trying to finish my whole full statement before we, you know what I'm saying, dissect every little one piece here, this, that, and other. But what I'm saying is, you know, some parts of it you have to get to the root of it. That's why I'm not. That's why I never threw
Cecil Pierce Jr.
My fault, Pop.
Okay, so there's two of y'all with this name.
I'm trying to hold on a second, Pop. I'm trying to get the mute, cut the volume on this. Go ahead. All right, I got
it. I would rather. That's why, you know, I started off saying, did the Atlanta Falcons have a program of counseling in place? And did they do their due diligence, knowing that, you know what I'm saying, he has had rumors about his character issues all the way back to high school? Like I said, I'm from North Carolina, so I've been
exactly.
So Pop, real quick.
I finish my?
Well, I have an answer to it already because I think Twan can answer this. His wife mentioned that's protocol for the NFL, so I think every team does.
Yeah, Pop. We'll let Pop finish, and we'll go.
Yeah.
No, you're good, man. You're good.
Hey, look, man. If you don't go ahead and start talking and stop that,
because I can't finish.
Well, you're talking in paragraphs, nigga.
Okay, that's what I said. Go ahead. Y'all know what I'm gonna say already.
I mean, in all honesty, it's your rule.
We said we got time. I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying?
We got time. Everybody gonna be able to get it in this morning, man.
All right. So
my bad, Pop. My bad, bro.
Basically, what I'm saying is that I'm the type of person that I would like to get to the root of it. Whether you go, and I know you say we can make this a black thing, but you're not trying to. That's why I didn't say anything about black people in general. I was saying that it could be possible that his family did fail him somewhere along the way. I'm from North Carolina. I'm pretty sure people know that's from South Carolina know about James. Everybody knows about this guy. He's been up. Yeah, he's from around the area.
Shout out to 40 East Trail. I'm like Pop keep going. He said facts, Twan, and them Charlotte niggas crazy anyhow.
That's a fact.
We got one on here right now, man. Go ahead, Pop.
I mean,
but so there it has to be a root to the whatever the issue are. But that's why I'm asking Red, do he know that? That's why I say it could be also did they do their due diligence to put him in some counseling? Was a part of his contract? Do we know anything about that? Where he had to seek help about that, even though we like you as a player. Is he getting help? You know what I'm saying, through the organization. Now it's 100% his fault because the legal system looks at you at your age as a grown man. Yes, but like I said, some grown men ain't grown. And that's all I gotta say.
I gotta go after what Pop just said. Listen to this. I'm gonna say this one more time, and then I want Edge, Gas, and Buddy to get in here. Listen, the Atlanta Falcons ain't gotta get him no fucking help. He got the money to get his own help. You got to take responsibility first, not an organization.
Facts, Twan.
Not an organization. It's on you first. You're a grown-ass man, bro. And I don't know if this will turn into an issue with some people. I'm not saying this is with Pop, so don't nobody... Look, but man, look, check this out. Our guys have got to start taking more fucking responsibility for the shit we do, bro. You got millions of dollars. You can get the best therapist the best people to sit down and talk to about your life or whatever. No, this motherfucker can't escape the streets, bro, because people think this shit is cool, bro. They think it's cool. Do you know some motherfuckers who don't think this guy did a thing? This guy did a thing wrong. He stalked a female.
And Twan, right there. And I hate to interrupt you, but the comment you have up, I'm curious as to whether Sean Capri is somehow or another trying to blame the victim.
No, I think he's asking a general question. That's why I left it up there. He said, "Has this woman had any situations like this before?" I am not aware of that.
She is, because there was an active restraining order against him.
Okay. No, well, I don't. The question can go. I don't know if he's saying with another guy or what. I don't know. But she did have a restraining order on the dude. He was supposed to stay away from her, which makes this shit even more crazy.
So,
you know?
so that's a very clear answer to his question. But if he's asking if James Pierce is one of many people that she has this situation with, then I don't see how you can interpret his question any other way than trying to see what her culpability is.
Correct.
And this ain't got shit to do with what she did.
Mm-hmm. Let me get Edge, Gas, or Bloody, man. Whoever wants to go first, man.
Okay. I mean, it's oh no, go ahead.
No, all right, go ahead and say what you gotta say, bro. All right,
go ahead, Bloody. You got it first, Bloody.
All right, because I'm new to this, so
hold on, this shit just
because so basically what Blood did, he ended up stalking this chick, his ex-girlfriend, I'm assuming, and what he did, he ran his car into her car, right?
Right.
Yes. That's one of the felonies he
charged. A Lamborghini on top of that. Not that matters, but it does say something that car costs that much money and you doing crazy shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
To me, that's I would say that's the power of pussy. But at the same token, they this is not an organization to sit here and get him no help. I understand what Shell's talking about, but they already knew, bro. They know a lot of these dudes in the leagues are loose cannons. They know a lot of these guys ain't wrapped too tight. And when these dudes, and this is a constant issue in the NFL, when these dudes start messing with these women, for some reason, it's always a domestic situation, whether they stalking them, whether they fighting them, whether they offing them. This is something that the NFL as a whole got to get a hold on quick. And either it got to come to like releasing these guys or something, because for their brand, it's not a good look. It's really not. And
Bloody,
especially,
that's why I said what I said, Bloody.
Well, I mean, that's true.
Well, hold on. I want to speak back to what you just said, Bloody.
Okay, go ahead. I know Gas got to get here, Edge, man. Go ahead.
Yeah. The thing is, and on a serious note, the NFL can do it. Yeah, I'm here. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro.
Y'all can hear me? My bad. I'm at work, man, but y'all having a juicy conversation. I had to step in, man. But the thing is, though, the NFL can do what they want to. But the thing is, these guys who come across these $1 million overnight, well, I wouldn't even say overnight, because some of these guys getting this money in college. But these guys who come across this money, they got to understand the target on their back. Life ain't regular. You can't treat these women. The same way you would have if you was broke. You got to understand, you just elevated your status. So now anything I do could be not only twist and turned into something much worse, but goddamn it, it's on a big ass spotlight. Everything I do is gonna be seen and heard. And so I agree with you, but only to an extent, because at the end of the day, the NFL can do and say what they want to. But if these boys keep coming in here with these fucked up mindsets, what we need to do, and I say this as a parent of 3 kids, we need to teach these fucking kids better. And that's just fact. I'm sorry.
Damn, bro, that's a powerful statement right there. I agree with that one.
Yeah, I know. It's a very powerful statement.
I agree with that 100%.
I can't hear you. I'm gonna go out and come back in on the chat link.
Okay, Red. Hey, just go out and come right back in. Yeah.
All right, man.
But shoot, you can have people that. My fault, Twan. Go ahead, bro.
I agree with guys, bro. Look, we could call this an NFL problem, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, or they have something to do with it. But man, look, if we're gonna be honest with each other, you know, and black people got to start being more honest with each other when we have these conversations. This shit, and I think, and Pop alluded to this earlier. We got to start taking. Look, this shit started home, bro. But then, I can only,
do it though.
You can only blame the home so much because guess what? It's a lot of people out here dealing with unresolved mental health issues, and just
you got some people that just
I know
fucked up
somebody
people
was
naturally.
talking about it earlier, but it's true. Like, man, look, motherfuckers is out here crashing out, and nobody cares because, like they said, the money comes into it too, man. You got a target on your back when you're a crash out motherfucker, and you already wanted to be a gangster and all this other shit before you even got in the NFL, even in college. So, you know, a lot of people tell these guys, like, so if y'all, I know y'all know this. When those guys come into the NFL, they have to go to these symposiums and shit where they sit and talk down to guys who played the NFL before, who talk to them about what to look out for and what to watch out for. I believe half the motherfuckers are not even listening when they're in them rooms, you know what I'm saying, with these guys talking or whatever. Because a lot of them teach them, bro, you can't bring all your friends with you. You feel me? You're going to have to cut a lot of those motherfuckers out now, bro. Because
you got to think. Think about when you was 21 or 22 years old, you get drafted, you living out your dream, you getting paid to play a game that you've been playing all your life. You gonna still feel like, yo, I'm that same dude you was coming up, and these are my friends or these are my family members. You gonna still have the same mind frame you always had.
Hello?
So even if you come from a good background, some people could just be mentally just fucked up individuals.
That's what I'm saying. I'm agreeing with that. So then
But
guess what,
the
though?
here's my thing. Here's my thing with that, though. Here's my thing with that, though.
Yeah.
What's up?
Go ahead, Pan. Go ahead, Pan.
Nah, go ahead. I want to hear your take on it.
Yeah, well, no, I was just saying, here's the thing with that. People who you say, some people are just fucked up individuals. That shit comes somewhere.
Your gas. I'm gonna let you know, bro. You breaking up, bro, so I can't really hear you good.
Man, I might have to.
No, I can hear you now.
It's getting any better?
Now it is.
Did you hear me?
Yeah, you was underwater for a second.
A little bit. Damn, my bad. No, I'm saying though, when it comes down, when you see statements like some people are individuals, that's true. It starts somewhere. It might be hereditary. You know, that person might have went through some shit before. You know what I'm saying? That people might have went through some shit. My point being is, when that's something that's prevalent in your family, you gotta control that before you release these kids out into the world. Like, for instance, if I know my son has had issues with, I don't know, maybe suicidal thoughts and things like that, I'm not just gonna release him out here and act like everything normal. I'm gonna push him up. You know what I'm saying? There's certain things that he has to be prepared for. He can't operate like a regular person. So I feel like when it comes down to these younger boys getting all of this money, it's easy for you to be in a situation where you came from nothing, now you got all of this money, and you're out in the all these and other dudes who got money, and you know what I'm saying? You get caught up in that. Hey,
yeah, man.
I might have to. I'm about to go on my lunch break.
All right, look, man. Look, my thing is this. I look, man. See, one thing I don't want to do is I don't want to be a hypocrite because somebody said, look, Twan, I think it was Knuckles said Twan when you was 21 and all that, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. I never had $1 million at 21. I don't have $1 million now. So I don't know how I can only tell you how I would have acted then based on what I know now. Well, I'm trying to take myself back to that mind state, and because I never seen money like that, and our dreams in life is to get there. I know one of the things that I did in my regular life was always kept a dude in my life that told me no. And a lot of people don't want dudes in their life, and they don't want that close friend that's gonna tell them how it really is.
Hey, Twan.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if y'all could hear me. I'm back on here. Hey,
Okay,
can you okay, so I know this is a interesting and discussion and a topic I wanted to be a part of this morning when we talked earlier. But listen, man, let's and I'll go with however you and Pop and the Edge and the host y'all decide to take the show. But D Cash, bruh, I know you ain't that dense in your brain and in your thought process. If you think that somehow or another Carolina selection process is better than other teams when you talk about character concerns, bruh, you don't I don't know how long you've been a Carolina Panthers fan, but I shouldn't have to be the one to tell you that in the history of your organization, you
Man,
drafted a
look,
guy who
yeah, bro.
killed the mother of his children. Well, hold on. And a certified fool who was one of your best defensive ends in your team's history.
Greg Hardy.
Yeah, bruh, this ain't about an individual team, and that's why I disagree so vehemently with what Poppin had to say earlier. Had a discussion before the show with Twan's wife, who does domestic violence intervention for women who are victims of this sort of thing. The NFL has a protocol to deal with these sort of issues. And Poppin asked a question. I don't know if he heard me or if people heard me when I said it. Every team in the NFL is required to have this sort of staff on hand to deal with these situations and offer this sort of counseling. That's why I told Poppin, do you blame his family for this? At some point, this kid has lived away from his family for 4 years. Now, I don't know if y'all are college educated, if y'all went off to school and lived on campus away from your family. But this dude been on his own for a while. And he didn't have to ask nobody's permission to go down to Miami and break his restraining order, and stalk Rakia Jackson. He didn't have to ask nobody permission for that. He's a grown-ass man. And trust and believe he gonna get what he got coming. Now we can transition to one if you don't
getting
mind.
ready to look. Red said it nicely. Red said it nicely. They are getting ready to fry this motherfucker, bro.
Yeah.
And look, on so many levels, he got look. All the women's groups, you gonna have to deal with sponsors. You gonna have to deal with the WNBA. You gonna have to deal with whatever the NFL is gonna do to you. You got to deal with anybody that's one of his own personal sponsors or whatever. You don't even know if your agent is gonna want to stay with you at this point. You know, I mean, it's and then this political climate that we living in right now, they are getting ready to make example out of this motherfucker, bro.
Yeah, they finna fry this
His
bird.
career is about to end.
So I think y'all taking what I said about the organization. Did they do their due diligence? Because, like I said, he is known to have issues. I preface saying that was there anything in his contract to say that he has to meet with a counselor or anything with therapy or anything of that sort? I say it is a organizational issue because they're the ones who brought on whatever trauma that he has into their organization.
Can I
Knowing,
say it for a third time?
oh my
Can I
God,
say it for a third time? Maybe you'll hear me this time. We had a conversation prior to the show. Somebody who has knowledge of the NFL and what they have to do to stem domestic violence. Every team is required to put these players through this training and have personnel on staff to deal with them. You don't have to ask if the Falcons did it. You don't have to ask if the Tennessee Titans did it. You don't have to ask if the Chiefs did it for the problems that they're having the alleged problems that they're having with their player out there and domestic violence? Every team, Poppin,
I
is
I
required to have it.
I said that. I said
But
that.
you
I
continue to
said
ask the question. You don't know if the Falcons did their due diligence.
before drafting him.
But this has nothing to do with their pre-draft process. He did this last night.
Okay, but was when they drafted him, did he have a domestic case going on then? No,
He may have, but what does that have to do with what he did last night?
he didn't have any domestic charges before they drafted him.
What does that have to do with what he did last night? So you're trying to tell me that just because a young man has some stuff in his background and then okay, all right, so let me do this. Laramie Townsend, right? We all remember what his father-in-law, his stepfather, whoever he was, did to him on draft night that cost him a boatload of money. Just like James Pierce Jr., pre-draft issues caused him to slide from being prior to his draft season, being a top 10 pick, had even been rumored to be the number 1 overall pick, to slide to number 26, right?
Mm-hmm.
But a
Mm-hmm.
team, the Atlanta Falcons, took a chance on him well down the draft board from where he was. How's that their fault
I never
that
said it
they
was their
allowed him
fault.
entry into the
That's the
NFL?
part. That's the part that you're not getting that I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? So you might go to counseling for depression, but you're not going to the same counselor for drugs and alcohol either. You're going to go to a different counselor for different things. Anger issue is one thing, domestic violence is another thing, but those are both kind of considering anger issues. I was just asking, did they do their due diligence? Period. Is it in his contract specifically for him because they've known about his issues of having problems outside of that? I'm
I see
not
what you're saying.
blaming.
You're just
I'm not.
asking a question. You're
Thank
just
you.
asking a
Yeah,
question. I
I
got you.
not blaming because I said it earlier. I know every organization has that in their building, especially the Carolina Panthers. What we have done with over the years. I'm not
Yeah.
blaming the Atlanta Falcons for anything. I was just asking, do we know if it's in his contract that he has to make sure that because of his issues
That's
that he's
fair.
had surrounding him beforehand? Y'all keep trying to place that on what I'm saying. I'm not saying that. Now,
Yeah, all
number
the
two,
information will probably come out on this fool because I don't think there's nobody who's going to seek to protect him. So
right?
if there's information to be released in time, I think it'll get released.
And so that's what I was saying when we talked about his family. Can I blame his family? I can if there's information released, I wouldn't be surprised if there was some issues that he might be that stems from why he acts the way he acts or does the way he act from his past. It could possibly because it takes a village to raise anybody, any human being, and
Yeah.
sometimes the village fails. But I'm not saying that they 100% at fault of what he's done. No,
Mm,
he's a grown man, like you said. He messed that up. He has to take that on the chin. He has to go through whatever avenues. He's gonna have to talk to whoever he has to talk to. He has to switch it off. Well, he can mess it up. He can keep messing it up, but that's on him. So,
Yeah, it's
because
like
everything stems from something. It don't just start, oh, today I decided to be blase blase. No, it starts from somewhere. I would love to know the root of it, and that's where I was getting to the conversation about.
that's fair.
yeah, but
Now,
I'm like Twan. I
hold
think
on, Brett.
that for go ahead, yeah.
Let me point out something that Pop said that was important. He said sometimes the community fails you, which is true, but sometimes kids fail the
Fail the
community.
community. Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? We don't know his situation. I'm gonna be real with y'all. So y'all know everything going on in this country with this whole ICE shit, right? James Pierce Jr. is lucky to be fucking alive today. They
Yeah,
could have
yeah,
killed his ass.
yeah. Especially in Miami.
They could have killed him. I'm not saying now don't get they should have killed him. I'm saying based on the what goes on in this country, because everybody wants to be fucking dumb to the fact that this shit goes on. Oh, we talking about that again? They could have killed his ass, bro.
Yep.
And these motherfuckers don't care about getting caught on film shooting black people.
Yep. Ain't no accountability.
They could have killed his ass. He lucky to be alive today.
Now, I remember one time read that, you know what I'm saying, people was getting upset with me because I was like, I wanted to stay away from him. You know, um, some players do better with um with better teams with older men who's got wisdom and guidance that can
The
help you. We
veteran
didn't have
leadership.
that here in Carolina. We way too young. We can handle that to try to steer him on the right path. So that's why I really didn't want him because I didn't think whatever he had going through his mind mentally that we could handle that as an organization. No matter how good his talent is, I didn't feel like we could handle that.
So
Uh,
Yeah,
these teams
again,
got
Pop.
okay,
Again,
good.
I agree with you on what you say, but I'm not going to look to Leonard Floyd. I'm not going to look to Jesse Bates.
I was about to
I'm
say.
not going to look to AJ Terrell. I'm not going to look to even Raheem Morris, who has been fired and replaced, and I'm
right.
not going to look to them and say, well, if they would have kept Raheem, this would have never happened. Where was Leonard Floyd as his mentor? Man, fuck that. Fuck
I get that.
that.
I get that. I'm not saying that he has to lean on them at all. I'm not saying that at all. All
Let me
I'm
ask
saying
both
is
of y'all.
when you have elder statesmen in the buildings and guys that what I'm saying that can what I'm saying help you through stuff. I don't feel like we as a Carolina Panthers organization would have done well with it.
I, I want
Period.
to rebuttal to what Pop just said. So listen, so every team's got a team psychiatrist. Every team's got therapists, right?
Right. I said that.
So
Yeah.
that you're correct. So I'm just bringing that back up again. All of them do. They all do. So check this out. Do you guys know this?
Different time.
This is why I don't like going down to blaming anybody in the NFL. Really, at the end of the day, that role, because
Nobody's blaming anybody, Paul.
owners draft guys to do what? Win.
Play
Play
football.
football.
They don't give a fuck about your personal life.
I
They ain't here
wouldn't
to
either.
rehabilitate your ass. They're not in the NFL to. I mean, it would be good if they wanted to do some of that shit, but they don't care about you like that, bro. Like I
No.
care about you because you're on my team, but what I want your ass to do is win.
You
And if
are
you
an
ain't winning, I'm gonna
investment to
strip
my
your ass off.
organization to
There you
perform
go,
on
bloody.
Sunday. Period. Now they
That's
do
it.
eyeball these. They do eyeball these kids, and that a
Yeah.
lot of them don't know they being eyeballed and being followed and shit. But you are an investment, and as soon as my
That's all
investment
your
is
ass
not,
is.
huh?
That's all
Exactly.
you are is an investment.
That's it. And you violate, we demonstrate. He gone, you will be replaced. No, just like y'all was talking about the Teller Rose situation yesterday.
Absolutely.
Nobody's bigger than the shield.
I mean, shit, man. I mean, in the NFL, that's how it is, bro. I'm just, I talk about just like I talked about with the tech. I like talking about taking personal responsibility, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of people out here. I mean, you got the money for it. The owners, they're not gonna hang out with you when they pick you up. They're gonna shake your hand that night, give you a hug, pep talk, all that. They're gonna like you the greatest person in their life. And they may even say sometimes, like, if you got a problem, come holler at me. But
Jerry
they
Jones.
feel like when I put that psychiatrist on the team or when I put them therapists on the team and they're there for you 24/7, or always a line you can call. Do you know also in the NFL, man, like if you ever go somewhere and get drunk, for NFL players and NBA players, they got lines for them to call when somebody come pick them and they shit up. It's
Twan, let
too
me
I
many
ask you a
think
people out there
question,
to
man.
avoid this shit for these guys to, to keep
Twan,
fucking up. And I'm gonna
man,
say again,
these are
I'm
young,
glad.
these are young dudes. These
Yeah,
niggas ain't gonna do it. These niggas ain't gonna
but,
do it.
but that's the point, bloody. When the fuck are we gonna start doing right?
They ain't.
I mean,
Hey,
like it's
you dealing
crazy
with
that we have
you
accepted
dealing
this.
with niggas and you dealing with humans. They ain't gonna do right.
Hey, let me
But
ask
when
you a
you
question,
but
Twan.
when you make a
Hey, but
million
bloody,
fucking
we
dollars,
bloody. He was a crash out from the beginning. We already knew he
Twan,
was a crash
this
out.
motherfucker
Twan, let
was
me let me
already
let
a
me let me
crash.
let me ask you a question, Twan. Not
Yeah,
necessarily you,
no,
but the panel and also the chat.
Hmm.
How many of the rookies
Isaac.
that y'all drafted this past season have a police record?
We don't know because we don't look the
There you
motherfuckers
go.
up.
There you go. There you go.
Somebody could
When
have it
is
though.
the kid that the Baltimore Ravens, the edge rusher, right? That had a publicized off the field issues. When is what somebody predict for me when he's going to be arrested?
You can't.
Nobody knows that.
I rest my case, Edge.
But my thing is this though. What I will say, like, and like, I'm trying to take all y'all sides to a degree, man. Well, where I agree with Pop though, 100%. And this is just me. This ain't nothing going. I'm not going out the Red Swarm. This is something I'm saying about the Falcons and any other NFL's decision making. It's not just the Falcons. All the teams do this shit. But if you got to do, like, me personally, I'm not fucking with somebody like that. You can call it, look, his talent. If what he does in his personal life is going to fuck up his talent, then now Red Swarm them in a situation where their first round pick is gone.
The liability.
They don't get it. The NFL don't give them. They don't give them a makeup.
Well, let me ask you this.
If I'm Red Swan, I'm like, you're a dumb motherfucker, man. And
Interestingly enough, you know what I would call what you're speaking to right now, Swan? I would call it a calculated risk.
It is.
Would you agree with that?
Absolutely.
So let me ask you this.
That's why I said, listen, I made it perfectly clear. I said, that's why, me personally, I know other teams are still going to be like, look, man, does the risk outweigh?
Teams do it every draft cycle. Yeah, did the Carolina Panthers not take a calculated risk on a 5'9", 5'10", whatever size Bryce Young quarterback?
He's 5'9" and 3/8.
A less than powerful arm and trade draft assets.
But they didn't think he was going to have no character issues.
No, but he just talking about the actual size of a quarterback. Like nobody would draft a quarterback that size.
I'm talking about risk assessment.
Yeah, he's talking about risk assessment. Yeah.
Yeah. So it wasn't character issues, but it was physical limitations.
Mm-hmm. You taking a risk with every single pick, though, to be honest.
Yeah,
because you don't want somebody to come in and just take my money and don't come to practice on time, don't really care about the organization, just bullshit. So you're taking a risk with every single player, regardless if they got character issues, mental health issues, physical limitation. Some people just got all the talent and don't give two shits. I made it.
But look, check this out. We know everything in life is a risk. Like when you interview somebody, you know what I'm saying, with a job or whatever, you're only going on based on what they're telling you in that interview, their resume, and anything that makes them look good, though, right? But when you do background checks and you see anything with character issues, or you got or whatever, you know what I'm saying, now you as a company have to make a decision.
They go back to what Pop
I'm telling you, I'm not, me personally, I'm not talking about no team owners. I would have seen enough. Like, I'm not going to take that risk.
Yeah,
and maybe the dude might wind up being a Hall of Famer, but I'm not fucking with it.
I agree, and I think there were a lot of teams who, as a result, took him off their draft board.
Correct.
Yeah, I don't doubt that at all.
I'm not. That's why I came in. I'm not pointing the finger at fucking Red Swarm ain't the owner of the Falcons. I'm not pointing the fingers at any Falcons fans.
I wish I was.
I'm pointing the finger at JPG. JPJ. Him. What you call him?
Penitentiary Pierce, as Poppin likes to refer.
Penitentiary Pierce.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No,
it's got a catchy ring to it. I think it'll be catching on.
Let me go ahead and play some of these opinions on this matter, man. Let's go.
James Cecil Pierce Jr. Okay, so there's two of y'all with this name.
Shit, hold on.
I don't know where to start, but let's talk about it. James Cecil Pierce Jr. Okay, so there's two of y'all with this name. Brother, what is going on? Okay, what is happening? Battery aggravated with a deadly weapon, 2 counts? 2 counts. Then you got domestic stalking. Brother, when do you have time to stalk
what's up, bro?
You're an NFL football player. Stalking? Jesus. Then you had fleeing and eluding. Come on, bro. You try to get away, they got you, okay? And then it took like 7 of them. It took like 7 of them to hold you down. They look like they've been eating donuts all their life, all their career as a police officer. They've been eating donuts. But and then you got aggravated law enforcement. Like, bro, you got battery aggravated assault on a law enforcement officer. Because you're trying to get away. brother, you doing way too much, bro. You doing way too much. Okay, you need to get it together, Cecil. Cecil, you need to get it together.
Cecil.
Okay, enough is enough. All right, but here's my thing though, bro. Like I get it. Maybe all these charges ain't gonna stick, and I understand that. And I get it, but bro, what are you doing? Like, for one, what are you doing with a weapon? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing with a weapon? And then you out here stalking somebody? Stalking? That takes effort, bro. That takes effort. She must have had that good. You hear me? That Aquafina. You hear me? I'm just
Yeah, the
saying.
weapon was his car.
Man,
But
look,
listen,
I don't know
this
where to
is what's
start, but let's talk
crazy.
about it. James Cecil
Hold tight,
Pierce Jr. Okay, so there's two of y'all with this name. Brother, what is going on?
Let's go a couple more. Yeah, it was definitely 7 of the minister.
Oh yeah.
This nigga trying to hide from the camera.
I want too. That shit embarrassing.
No, I
we
don't
know
think he
you are.
saw the camera. I think he was just up against the car. I don't think he could see that camera right there.
Nah, he wasn't.
These James
He's
Pierce
probably
Jr.
looking down at them
themselves
leg
are
irons.
crazy. And according to the police, this man is lucky to even be alive. Now, we all know James Pierce Jr. of the Atlanta Falcons got arrested last night. But over the night, there's been more and more details coming out. And the person most knowledgeable about the situation is Andy Slater, who's been giving out several details about this story, starting off by saying this. James Pierce Jr. is accused of intentionally crashing his Lamborghini into his ex-girlfriend's car multiple times, trying to stop her from getting to a police station. Sources tell me this entire situation started after Pierce Jr. allegedly stalked his ex from his car and tried to get into her car at the intersection, I'm told. She sped away, but he continued to go after her. Now, that's already bad enough, and I thought that was the end of it. But then even more details came out. James Pierce Jr. also intentionally drove into a police officer, hitting the cop's knee in an effort to get away, I'm told. The Atlanta Falcons linebacker is lucky to be alive after that.
That's what I said, bro.
Police officer said. So this situation is all types of messed up. You had James Pierce Jr. just a couple days ago at an NFL award show being honored. His mother gave a beautiful speech till today. Where he's allegedly chasing down his girlfriend and disobeying the police.
Man.
This is crazy.
She said
What do you
something and
guys
set that
think?
boy
I'll
off.
keep you updated, but let me know what you think in the comments.
That's crazy. His mom just gave a speech.
Yeah, man. You didn't watch the NFL honors?
Yeah,
I
honors
don't
show.
watch that shit.
And we got
But
PD Quick in the building. PD, what's going on, bro?
What's the deal? So I've been
What up, P?
listening to you guys. What's going on, Red? What's going on, panel?
Yeah.
So I've been listening to you guys speak on these particular situation. And I think people don't look at this as a business. Well, you guys do, but there's more into the NFL. So NFL, on the other hand, it's kind of like when you get to any type of company that you're hired underneath. They do these assessments. When you get hired, they give you go through this whole security or background check, if you will. Everybody familiar with that? Yep. Red, I'm pretty sure you've been in the GSI, you are very familiar with this.
Yeah.
You go through security, they do a whole background check. If you got a clearance, they go through that as well too. They going through finance, behavior, they ask people about you. You know what I'm saying? They go through their whole screening. It's a screening process. You know what I'm saying? So I'm at the hearing Pop, because he's kind of up to date to this guy's behavior issues already. And I'm pretty sure from Red, what you said, some of his stuff is sealed, right?
Well, I'm sure his juvenile record was. Yeah.
Juvenile? Okay. Yeah, his juvenile record. So I'm pretty sure these people already have an idea of how this guy is, behavior wise. But they go through this whole screening process for this particular reason. Now, granted, hearing and listening to some of the stuff that was that he done, I thought maybe he'll be able to come back. But I think they're gonna release this guy because that's far than a pattern. That's a behavior issue. You become a liability, and that's my point. He's a liability. I don't think they're going to be able to deal with him. Now, mind you, there's people in the past like Pac-Man Jones who used to have behavior issues as well too, and was able to stay in the league consistently, if I'm not mistaken. Now, y'all all remember who Pac-Man Jones is, right?
Yeah, he's still a dumb motherfucker to this day.
Yeah, he get in trouble every other month at the Atlanta airport for fighting
yeah, I mean,
TSA.
it wasn't even
Yeah.
an NFL thing with him because he's still a fucked up dude. But go ahead.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And not granted, I have my quarrels with Pac-Man, but I also respect Pac-Man as well too. But how he felt about some of the people on my team, of the legends, that's between them. But however, I still respect him. But anyway, Pac-Man Jones have battled a lot of those behavior issues. We can say Ocho Cinco as well too. I mean, list goes on. Greg Hardy, he got a chance to come back, and I think he fucked it up with the drug situation.
He threw the girl on a pile of guns.
Yeah, and
again, hey, and just real quickly, let me say this.
Hold on, let him finish one. I'm gonna come to you next.
I can hold it.
I'll come to you next, brother. I promise you. Go ahead, Pete.
Yep.
I mean, also, who else? I mean, Ray Lewis had his time as well too, but that was one incident, and I think they were gonna let that play out. Tank Johnson. I mean, the list goes on. I mean, we can. I mean, you can go to the one guy, I guess, who had the same domestic violence case that got from the Dolphins, the Giants kicker as well too. I mean, the list goes on. This is not like new into the league. You would think that some of these particular former players would actually learn from those mistakes, but I guess they come in the league like it can't happen to me. You know what I'm saying? But here it is. It's happening to you.
Mike
and you don't learn from it. Mike Vick as well too. Yeah, Mike Vick's brother. Yeah, Kareem Hunt. I mean, the list goes on.
We can keep going for days with this.
So Twan, I am patient. I'm gonna hold it
for the Steelers. What's crazy ass?
Antonio Brown.
Antonio Brown. But
some of these things we talking about before Red goes. Look, and I'm trying to get into that earlier. Some of these motherfuckers have mental health issues, bro.
You really think it's that?
It is. Go ahead, Ray. It's unaddressed mental health.
And Twan, you segue into what I was gonna bring up. I think it's interesting all the names that y'all threw out, but nobody mentioned Brandon Marshall.
Oh yeah, right? Forgot about that.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, and so this is what I was gonna say. Well documented is Brandon Marshall. I'm talking about my frat brother Brandon Marshall for having mental illness. But you never saw him show up on a police blotter like this. So how can you say
hold
that?
on. I gotta correct that. Brandon Marshall got in trouble in the NFL a lot. He beat up 3 different girls while he was in the NFL. 3 different.
Hold on. You might be talking about the Denver Broncos linebacker, Brandon Marshall.
Yeah, that Brandon Marshall.
Talking about the wide receiver.
Talking about the Chicago.
Okay.
Wide receiver.
The Denver Broncos trying to cover his shit up. That motherfucker was crazy as hell, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah, so was Ben Roethlisberger, but
Yeah. So mental illness can be an issue, and my suspicion is
Aaron Hernandez.
My suspicion is a lot of these players aren't really high IQ guys, and then.
Facts.
I don't know where you want to go with this discussion, but even outside of just the mental illness aspect of it, when you run full speed into another person with your skull, anybody who watches football just for the glory of the sport and to see the contact, if you don't think there's mental problems that come behind that, I'm sorry. Let me just say this real quick, Twan.
CTE too, right?
Let me say this real quick, Twan. When I was 13, my skull bone was cracked and collapsed on my brain. I had a right frontal craniotomy. I suffered a number of seizures, and I was never able to play football after that point. So that's why y'all hear me refer to my son so much, because in essence, I lived vicariously through him. But let me just tell you this: when you run full speed into another person, I don't care how many bubble wrap caps you put on top of your football helmet. Your brain is being swashed around within your skull cavity.
Like an
And
egg.
sometimes it gets like an egg. Sometimes it gets shaken or loose.
A broken
Sometimes
egg.
it gets cracked. But the majority, and I'm telling you, regardless of what you believe about the NFL, by the time players make it to that level, the majority of those guys, no matter how much they love the life, they love the money, they're sacrificing in some way, either for the fan enjoyment or for the trying to move their families forward with better income that they provide. But it's a trade-off,
So let me
whether it
tell
be
y'all
their
something.
knees, their elbows, their shoulders, their skulls, whatever it is. But logic tells you you don't run full speed, somebody who can run a 4.4 40-yard dash into another solid object running full speed and there not be any sort. Absolutely.
It's a car accident every time. So let
Yeah.
me implement something real quick, man. I told y'all, and Red knows this, Pop knows this. I always use myself as an example because I'll throw myself out there if it'll help someone else.
Yeah.
So I think like when the mental health problems I had to deal with, anxiety and depression, I have no doubt that shit came from football, man. I
I
really
believe
do.
it too, Twan.
Because the shit don't run in my family like that. It don't run in my family like that. And sometimes the shit shows up late.
Twan, I got a question when you
Hold
finish.
on, let me finish, and I'll go right to you. So
Mhm.
I think football has something to do with that. I can't prove it, but and then I just sporadically throughout my life after football just be getting these headaches, and there's no real way to test for CTE yet because I mean they can't test you until you're dead.
It's normally
They gotta look at
post-mortem.
the brain.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think it's something to that. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, with this guy, I'm looking more at his background, and going back to what Pop said, he wasn't around a whole lot of people that was. I don't know if he was around a lot of people, but I would have to surmise that a lot of people didn't tell this guy no. I mean, Swarm talked about this earlier. This
Yeah.
dude, he's not used to hearing the word no. Just like all those guys we just named.
Yep.
They don't have a whole lot of guys around them that's gonna go, man, look, bro, no, let's get out of here. Or
Yep.
no, don't do that. Because they see money, and sometimes these guys is their way out of the hood or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
He is
Don't
the
let
bag.
a motherfucker use you. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you gotta sometimes cut your people off. But bro, just me as myself, and they did a movie Concussion with Will Smith, and one of the things they said in that movie that I know most guys when we hear it, we like that's some bullshit. But the guy said, the actual doctor said he said really we shouldn't be playing football.
Don't nobody want to hear that.
Because when you go helping with somebody, there is a toxin that your brain releases every time you do that shit.
Yep.
That's why boxers don't fight forever, and some of them they fucked up in the head too when they done.
Yep.
Go ahead, but
Question, and this is a question.
Too, man.
This is a question for everybody. Anybody can answer this. You think, you know what I'm saying, playing the sport, because we all are football fans, obviously, from high school, college, even in pro, the aggressiveness that they want to bring out of these guys, turn these dudes into damn near like animals and monsters. And it's hard to turn that switch off. You don't think that also is an issue to when them 17 weeks is over and now they got to go back into society with that switch still on, that anything will set them off and the only thing they know is just to be aggressive. You don't think that's also an issue?
You gotta know how to turn. Like I'm speaking as a football player.
Mm-hmm.
When that game is over,
mm-hmm.
the only emotion that should still exist and as play too, is that if you won or lost that game.
Okay.
If you don't know how to turn that shit off, you gotta stop playing football, bro.
But that's why I appreciate the way that Bloody just asked this question.
Yeah, I appreciate it too.
Everybody can't do that.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, like, but look, the reason why guys like this can't turn that shit off, and a lot of guys in the league is because guess what? This is my living now. Yeah, I get paid for this shit, millions of fucking dollars, bro. And it ain't even so much about bitch you being an animal or whatever on Sundays. The shit just get like if you decide you want to just chill one day, like the shit can take a toll on you chilling.
So,
like, damn, my head
Twan,
hurt. Like fuck today, bro.
I got to get an edge. Please allow me just a little bit of space here, man.
I ain't gonna say nothing. Go ahead, do what you got.
What the hell is Pop, man? He just left.
I would prefer not to get too personal, but hell, we on YouTube. We don't actually know one another, man. But so I have.
I already know where you're going, my dude.
Yeah, I got 3 sons and a daughter. Right. So it's 2 years difference between my second oldest son and my baby boy. Right. So each one of them is 6'4". Now the one who played at University Tennessee Chattanooga, he's 6'4", 245. Right. My other son is a bit lighter, but they're the same height. So he's like 202. But he is left-handed. And my son had a full ride at Chattanooga, but my other son is, and he'll be the one to tell you this. So I ain't taking a shot at either one of my sons. The younger one is the far superior athlete, the one who's left-handed. He's also ADHD, and he was always on 10 with everything he did. From the time he was 2 years old running around to when he was in high school and refused to play football, told me he didn't want to play football no more, wouldn't play basketball, wouldn't play baseball. He didn't want to do sports. But if I believe that either one of them could have made it to the league, it would have been him. And let me say this to you. There ain't shit no coach could have done to turn down his spirit. There ain't no medication other than what we already had him on with counseling and therapy that could have changed him. He had partners who was in gangs. He always wanted to run with them. I sent my kids to a white Presbyterian private school.
Smart.
He should have been fucking everybody up there.
Listen to what I'm telling you.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Every chance he got, he was in the hood hanging with his homeboys.
Yeah.
Acting like he was something that I know damn well he ain't.
Peer pressure, bro.
And Pop, you gonna tell me that I would have been to blame if this was my kid right out here? Not that unsimilar in his appearance to James Pierce. Same complexion, same sort of look in his eyes and his, I'm just being a man about this. Stature and his lips. He looks a lot like my son looks like James Pierce. An inch shorter than James Pierce. You ain't gonna tell me that you would have blamed me or his mom or our family if he was out here this morning arrested like James Pierce is. That's why
everybody's scenario is different. I never blamed this man. I said it's a
opinion, but you will
possibility
never
that you can look
convince
at it
me.
if it ever comes out.
Yeah, man.
Well,
I said I wouldn't be surprised. So I mean,
Yeah, for the record,
I'm not taking personal shots at anybody.
Yeah.
So I'm not trying to
For the
tie you
record-
into James Pierce and his family or wherever he came from. I said if there's a release of his background, this, that, and other, I could if it shows, yes, I could point some fingers at, saying whoever was around him, raising him, this, that, and other, that they could have failed at leading him. That's all I said.
Yeah.
I want to clear that up too, man. Because Pop is already, Pop has already cleared that shit up. So like, let's not go back to. He's already said that's not what he meant. So, for anybody that's going in that direction, that he said that's not what he meant. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to control what none of you men are saying, bro. You know what I'm saying? But he's cleared that up. He's not saying that, his family is to blame. And Red just gave you a reason why But sometimes you can do everything for a kid, pray for them, everything. They just gonna be who they want to be, bro. Peer pressure in 2026 is a motherfucker, especially in
And
our
this
community, bro.
It's not even
and
the
this
peer pressure,
girl's
Twan.
this
And
It's
girl's
just
also
from
in
looks
the
seeing certain
also in the social media era.
and
It's
this
just something.
girl's looks and her coochie don't have
Mhm.
nothing to do with this
Yeah.
crazy ass nigga, man.
That's
Her
true.
coochie didn't make him crazy. Coochie don't make you crazy. This
That's
It
nigga's
true.
don't.
already crazy.
Yep.
That's true. Because some
Let me
people are
get.
just naturally hot blooded. They can't help it. It's just in their DNA. You don't
Let
know
me
where
do
they
one
get it
more.
from.
Let me do one more before I get to Edge, man. Let's go.
Pierce Jr.'s arrest, NFL effectively blacklisted him, ending his career for good. 3 reckless actions completely destroyed his future. First, the contract penalties. Just days earlier, Pierce attended the NFL honor ceremony and was viewed as a rising player in the league. The Atlanta Falcons had just re-signed him to a $3 million deal, intending to make him a long-term piece. Shortly after signing the contract, Pierce drove a luxury vehicle in Doral, Florida, and repeatedly rammed the car of his ex-girlfriend, Rickia Jackson, in an attempt to stop her from going to the police. The team has begun legal proceedings to recover his signing bonus and seek triple damages for breach of contract. Second, civil and criminal liability. When police arrived, Pierce fled the scene. During the pursuit, he deliberately struck a police officer's knee with his vehicle. In addition to facing a lengthy prison sentence, he is required to compensate both his ex-girlfriend and the injured officer for medical costs and long-term injuries. Finally, a lifetime ban. After his arrest, Pierce behaved provocatively and taunted authorities on camera. Prosecutors requested that he be held without bail, and the league issued its decision, banned for life. Within 24 hours of James...
Well, the league hadn't done that, so that's.
Nah,
I'm
that
gonna tell you
some of
right
that
now.
was AI shit.
That part hasn't
Some of
came
that was
out yet.
AI
That's a,
shit.
So
Yeah,
that's the
that
kind
might
of
be a reach.
person.
But I'm gonna tell you right now,
That's the kind.
Pierce,
Go ahead, Pop.
the hood waiting on you.
Well, and
They
Yeah.
popping.
waiting on you
Let me
right
let me
now,
let me
bro. Come
say
on
this,
back to the
popping.
hood. We got you, bro.
I understand what you're saying,
Whether you in
Papa. You want
Charlotte,
it? You want
Florida,
it?
South
No, you
Carolina, they
got it.
waiting on you.
See, that's the
Popping.
kind of
Though
They want
person
you
that
sitting right
needs a
there on the
handler.
porch beside
You
them,
asked if
talking
the
about what a
Falcons
cookie
had some of his
stores.
contract. It looks
They
like
waiting
they
on you.
did. Pop,
I hope you're ready.
pop.
You better
I
tighten
don't
up.
think. I don't think he can hear you.
I don't think he can hear me either. Yeah,
Pop.
He going out and
he
coming back
going
in.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Now
look,
this probably
man.
gonna knock me out. I noticed that when people
See,
been coming on, it's
What's
been knocking
crazy
me
to
off.
me is that, bro, I didn't know this motherfucker's mom. All these speeches, this like, bro, all this
what?
great shit just happened to you, and like
And they
you
probably
still.
raised this damn
And
boy in
listen
the
to this,
church,
guys.
Twan.
It's
They
his
probably raised him in
ex.
the church, man.
It's his ex girlfriend. It's not even his girl.
She been through with
No,
him.
no, Twan. What you got to realize was mine, always mine. That's how some people think.
Did you tell me I gotta realize that shit, or did you just state some shit that crazy
That
people
girl
say?
got her own money, man. She don't need this fool. She got her own money.
This motherfucker
I,
just told me I need to understand.
She
I'm
got
just
her
saying
own
that's how
money.
some people
Hey,
be
Poppin'.
That's what
thinking,
no,
bro.
crazy
It's
motherfuckers do.
ridiculous
no,
as hell now,
Poppin'.
but
no.
some people think that way.
That's how
Hey,
some people
Pop, can
think
you
and
hear
feel,
me?
man.
I can hear you. I can hear you.
I can
Go
hear you,
ahead.
I
Red.
can't
My
hear
fault.
him, though.
Go ahead. Hey, yeah, guess what though? And then it's gonna be a nigga in jail that's gonna say, "What's mine is always mine, bro."
Oh my God, here
You
we
don't want
go
to
Hey,
deal
again.
with that nigga.
I
shout out
cannot
to
hear
what's up.
Poppin'. Hey,
Hey, can't hear
Twan.
me.
Go ahead, Swan. I mean,
Every
Red.
time this been happening, people been going, okay, he gonna try to come back. Cause I was about to say I'll go out and come back in,
Yeah.
man. Yeah. But yeah, man, people are man, it's some shallow minded people in the world, man. I was looking at the Twitter comments, man, and they're sexualizing this girl
Pop,
behind
you
this
in here?
incident.
Yeah, I believe so. I don't know if y'all can hear
Okay,
me.
cool. Cool.
All right.
Hey, Pop, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
You know, you asked a very valid question earlier. You said you wonder if there was any sort of language in his contract. It looks like there was.
That's what I was trying to get to. And shout out to
Yeah.
what's up, Dub, because he's saying the same thing I said earlier. It's deeply rooted. It's
Yep.
deeply rooted. You
But
know what I'm
but
saying?
but but Doug, I wouldn't be surprised if this boy, and just like Pop said, he wouldn't be surprised if it was on the family. I wouldn't be surprised if he was raised in the church equally. You just don't know at this point.
Right.
Bro, one of my roommates in college, right? This because I believe in just getting in and get out of the fucking story. I had a roommate in college, y'all. Tell y'all no lie. This on everything I love. they didn't tell me about this motherfucker's past, right? You know what I'm saying? You know where I'm going with this, right? They didn't tell me nothing about this motherfucker's past. And then when he had moved in, when I came back to school, like, you know, during the off season, you know, when you have to play football in the summer, you know what I'm saying? But you get a break to go home. And then when I came back, they put him in my apartment with
He was
me.
in the room, yeah.
Right. This motherfucker came in the fucking apartment, changing shit around or whatever. I hadn't even met him yet. And then I told somebody who he was, and then everybody that I ran into was like, Ro is your roommate? You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody knew him but me. You know what I'm saying? Man, look, come to find out this dude is a fucking kleptomaniac. He steals every fucking thing.
Wow.
The dude got in constant fights. He just got out of prison.
Oh, shit.
For raping a chick.
Yep.
So, now
Talented as fuck, but a
the
nutcase.
whole time this dude is in my apartment, right? He still got this prison mentality and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this motherfucker is still ironing grilled cheese sandwiches with the fucking iron on the ironing board.
Damn.
I'm like, this dude is off, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? For real. Like, I had to go to, like, Coach, man, like, this motherfucker can't be in my room. Like,
Bro,
I
they can set
ain't
up to
want
sit in
to,
the room.
snitch him, you know what I'm saying? But, like, I can't be in the fucking room with this guy, man. Like, like me and him, and we ain't mixing. And look, I don't want to tell y'all all this shit. I'm waking up. Not that it's
college
really a
is just
bad
like
thing.
that.
Not that it's a horrible thing. But look, the motherfucker didn't give a fuck about the sleep I got. I'm waking up. I come out to get like some breakfast, some shit in the fucking morning. This nigga
in his drawers,
backyarding bitches on the couch and wouldn't even stop.
Yeah, I ain't gonna stop you.
Yeah. Whatever.
This nigga say, I ain't gonna stop
that
you.
shit in your room, though.
like, bro, like, go in your fucking room, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just being honest.
And then the last thing I seen, right? The last thing I seen,
I know
right?
never the room with Pop. Hell no.
Some girl accused him of something. I don't know, something she didn't like or whatever. And I'm just like, bro, man, you gotta calm the fuck down, bro. Like, they gonna kick you off the team, bro. I don't know what she said to him, but she came with her girlfriend. He picked this girl up and threw her into a fucking wall, bro. Then I'm like, man, yo, what the fuck are you doing, bro?
Yeah, that's stupid.
Oh, whatever this nigga, like, you know, I'm like, look, y'all need to, like, just leave. I walked her back to her dorm, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. Long story short, when school is over and when this motherfucker is out of my apartment, this motherfucker raped the chick. Is in the fuck. I will send y'all the article. I'll put it up on the site. He raped the girl at Duke University.
We're grape.
You're right. He got grapes for a girl at Duke University. I apologize for that.
Damn.
Word,
we got you. We got you.
Yeah. And he also tried to impersonate himself as a cop.
Yeah, he gotta get put down.
The dude was a security guard and went and got a light that he could put on his car that he stole.
We get it, Twine. He's crazy, bro. And there's plenty of them out here.
I guess
we don't even want to hear no more about this guy.
I don't even know if Pop
he
was
be
around
caged
for
up.
this.
He
I
need to
don't
be
know how
caged
old
up.
Pop was when this happened. But the dude wound up, like, he fled from the cops. He wound up going to Charlotte, North Carolina, where Pop is, right? And this dude, they caught him because he jumped out of the 4th floor of a damn hotel. Because they had $1 million bond. I mean, like $1 million, like, you know, it's like looking for this guy, like anybody can help. You know, like the Crime Stoppers or whatever. And they caught up him because he was impersonating being a Carolina Panther, but he was big like that. So motherfuckers thought he was. So you don't never know what person you dealing with, bro. And guess what? Here's the cherry on top, y'all. Both of his parents were pastors.
Makes sense.
They'll be the worst ones.
Yeah.
Hey, Twan, you mentioned that story about him jumping out of the 4th floor at a hotel. I don't know if many of y'all remember the name.
You can look it up. His name, I'm gonna tell you already. His name is Anthony Roe Jones, and you will find it on Google somewhere. This dude was a menace.
Some of y'all might remember the name Robert M. Geechee.
Yeah, he was supposed to go to Clemson, but ended up going to Ole Miss.
He was a hell of a defensive tackle at Ole Miss. Was a high draft pick into the NFL. I remember, and he had character issues. I remember him when he played at Grayson High School in Atlanta. They
No
won
one
titles for
overall recruit.
years after years after years. Him and his brother, they were just monsters, man. But M. Geechee, I don't know how you pronounce his name. It's got a D in
Robert
it.
Ngeechee.
But
Mhm.
it's like Muslim or not
Probably
necessarily. I
African.
don't know if he was a Muslim or not, but I think it's Nigerian is his last name.
Yeah, that last name is not Muslim, but
Yeah, and that's why I say let me be
sounds
careful
African.
with that, Twan. But it's I think his family is Nigerian. But
No, it's okay. It's crazy ass Muslims out here too.
yeah,
Motherfuckers strapping bombs to
he
their
did
stuff.
that. He did that. He was in a hotel room up in Atlanta, had been wilding out in the hotel, man. And this nigga
Mhm.
jumped from the second floor in the hotel, injured his leg. He still made the Tennessee Titans. I
Yeah,
think they're
roll
the
into
ones.
this leg too,
Cause
bro.
he got drafted
Yeah,
by the Arizona
I
Cardinals,
think they're
Red.
the
I know what you're
ones
talking about.
who drafted him, and that's how they caught him, man. Weird stories, bro. When you said that, it brought him right to my mind. Robert M. Geechee.
But shoot, Red,
You can
that
look him
brings
How
up,
back
can you
man.
be?
but that brings back the story of Ray
Huh?
Caruth. They used to play for the Carolina Panthers years
Say it
ago.
again, Pop.
Mm-hmm. Now I said, how high can you be? You got you jumping out second room floors and stuff, boy.
Say it again, Pop.
Shit,
Yep.
fourth. But look, hold
Yeah.
on, guys. We ain't let Edge get in here yet. Edge, you guys.
My bad.
So main thing I gotta say was with James Pierce. Oh man, I don't even know where to start. He fucked up. So just expect him to be on the commissioner's exempt list, and then be suspended
He gonna be done.
indefinite. So just go ahead and just prepare yourself for that, Red.
One, I got to go out and in again. I can't hear Ez.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
And then also, Pop, I understand what she was saying about could we blame his family? You could to a certain extent, but it
That's what
also
I'm
ties
saying.
it. But it also ties into what Swan says. The moment you turn 18, you're a grown adult. You got to seek out your own help. Now the NFL does provide these helps and everything, but it's up to you to go do it. So the real question is, the real question is, yeah, they probably gave him help, but is he going to these meetings mandatory? Because
That's
sometimes
why I placed that question
because
out there. Is
most of those things, most of those counselings and things right there, those are mandatory, and they're probably telling him, "Hey, if you don't go to these mandatory counselings and we get a report back,
you don't
you
play.
can't play." And so he was probably going there, but due to HIPAA and everything, we're never gonna know what said in between those doors because as a counselor and patient violation protection right there. So we're never gonna know what they're gonna say. And that's gonna be with the team. And the team can't release that because that violates their protocol and they get liability for that. So we're never gonna know what he says. So at the same time, the question is, was he saying everything? Was he saying the right words and the right phrases to make sure that he can play, or was he just feeling fluff or not saying anything to make sure he can say what he needs to say, you know? And then not only that, when you look at some of the charges, look, that there's an automatic stick no matter how it is, assault on a public safety officer with a vehicle with the weapon. Mind you, that he used his vehicle. Yeah, the moment that happened, the moment the charges kept coming out, but the moment that charge came out, I'm like, yo, he done. Right, like
Yeah.
his NFL career is 100% done because you struck an officer like that.
Hey,
Come on now, you
hey, not
can't
to cut you off though,
you
Edge, but
can't do.
listen, we a show that believe in receipts. Hey, bro, that's my receipts is up there, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's that motherfucker right there. Take a good look, bloody. Pop. Now, what would y'all say if I told y'all this? Do y'all know what this guy does to this day?
Nope.
He's a pastor.
Oh, so he like homeboy off of dead presidents. Okay.
He's a pastor. You see that up there? It says fake cop charge with attacking a Duke student, bro.
Well, maybe he was able to get. Maybe he was able to get his life turned around.
Yeah, man.
Listen,
So
Durham police.
that's good on him.
He had to go through that trials and tribulation so he could speak his testimony, I guess.
Exactly.
Says okay, so Roe Anthony Jones was arrested earlier this week for impersonating a security guard. It was a cop, and for allegedly attack. It said police say searched Roe's home, turned up police belt, a security guard's uniform, which the motherfucker did when we was in college. You know, they fired him. He kept their shit and a notebook with official lingo. While authorities are confused about how Roe acquired some of the equipment, anyone can go to a police supply store and buy it. Let me get Pop back in here. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I mean, but like when I tell you, like, this dude was a fucking menace. This dude was the roommate from hell, Red Swan.
Yeah, man. He was just like Keon from fucking Dead President. That's who he was.
Oh yeah, I do remember who Keon. You talking about the dude that was in the military that went nuts
and became a pastor at the end.
He was nuts in the military though.
Hey, Keon, man, you tripping, man. The head smell like shit, man.
Yeah, this something going on with Pop and Red Swan. Yeah. This motherfucker was rubbing mud in his face and all kinds of shit.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Keeping their head in their bag, man. That's our good luck charm.
Hey, Ez, did you see the Dead Presidents?
Yeah, man. It's been a while since I've seen it, but I remember it though.
All them niggas was Marines.
I know.
That was the same thing with Universal Soldier. Dude cut 4 ears off and kept that shit on his neck like a necklace.
Nah, I mean, it's a fictional movie, but
I feel you.
Red, I got you back.
Yeah, I'm back. Great. Appreciate it, man. I don't know what's happening, man.
What's going on with you and Pop?
I know. Just keep dropping, man. I done changed to 3 different headsets.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Zipty. He said he R-word her. Yeah, man. I gotta remember, like, I can't see certain.
Yeah, man. We live on air, man.
Yeah, man. I don't understand what the problem is saying that word. I mean, that's what it is.
Well, you said it earlier, man. Everything is politics now.
There's certain words that'll get you canceled, even if you use
right
the right
on the social media platform. Yeah,
R word, F word, G word.
Yep.
But you know,
K-word
Twan, I gotta say this, man. You said this
K-word.
earlier. You said this earlier, and your wife said it, and we were talking. Man, everybody to some degree has played a role, and I this is where I do agree with Poppin. Regardless of what comes out and how much information is later learned, typically with athletes that get to this level of professionalism and becoming that 1% from the time he played in Little League to make it to the NFL, everybody to some degree has played a role in it by never telling him what he needed to hear, by never telling him no. Everybody wants James to, he's the first one when he go out there with his homeboys and you picking a squad.
Yeah, he don't like the word no, bro. Yeah.
Yeah. But see, he's been glamorized. I mean, if me and you, Twan, picking teams, right? If it's our time to pick up a pickup squad team, listen, you picking James first or I'm picking him first? He's that nigga. He that dude. If he ain't picking the team, he the first one picked. That everybody's been around this type of athlete. Everybody knows a dude like this. The thing is, he went further than the majority of us knew anybody like this growing up. You might know somebody, you know what I'm saying, that's played in the NFL. You might have been friends with a player who made it. But very few people grew up with somebody who was drafted in the first round of the NFL. Very few people.
Yeah,
And
almost.
this dude.
It's probably 1%.
Yeah, agree. That's what I'm saying. And he is that dude. It ain't many people, whether it be parents, coaches, teachers, friends in the hood, whoever, girls, whoever told him no. And
It was a problem.
Rakia, she absolutely told him no a number of times, and then she went and got to the court and got a restraining order to tell him no. And this
Yep.
nigga still
And he
wouldn't listen.
still didn't listen.
But he listening this morning.
He gonna listen if he go to jail too, bro.
But see that's the question. Will he listen?
Oh, he listening this morning.
That's the $1 million question.
Because being in a holding cell is different then you got to do time.
Yeah. I said if he ever actually has to go to jail, you know what I'm saying? Like he does something so horrible that like now you got to go to prison. It's gonna be somebody tougher than you in there, bro.
Yeah, man.
Let's hope chat. He said, "Who you got winning the game today, and who do you want to win?" And I promise, Navash, we'll touch on that, man. You know what I'm saying? We'll get into that. You know what I'm saying? And I do appreciate that the super chat, and we will get into that.
Yes, sir.
Well, this is an important subject, man. You know what I'm saying? That we got to discuss. You know what I'm saying? And just I hope if you didn't get the chance to listen to this live, then I hope you tell somebody to look at this show later and get some guys' opinions of what's going on, because I think in our community we don't have these discussions enough.
You're right.
So is it okay to talk about domestic violence, or do y'all just want to keep it? You want to separate football from domestic violence?
I'm not going to go into it like that. Other than that,
well, they're intersecting. They're intersecting here.
Right. I'm gonna stay away from it for today, man.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
But that's that's a real thing, man.
Because that's what this is about in all actuality. It's not about
really,
Falcons.
it's at the top of it.
Yeah,
I will
it's
tell
about
dudes,
domestic violence.
I will tell dudes. I know they ain't gonna listen to me, but look, man. If a girl tell your ass no, bro, it's not worth throwing your life away, bro. Then
I
walk
always tell my
away.
sons, no means no.
Walk the
no
fuck
means
away,
no.
bro.
Yeah.
Because if you mad and you heated, it ain't gonna get better.
Well, I ain't gonna go there. I'm gonna let it
And you know what I also taught my sons, just so y'all know?
It's easy to walk away, bro.
I'm a noob. Yeah. It don't make you a
care about
punk
the argument.
because
Like if y'all arguing back and forth, but if you feel if when your head and you start feeling like I want to snatch this broad up or whatever, it's time for you to walk away.
Yeah. And I always taught my sons, it don't make you weak or no punk because you leave a situation that you ain't got no business being in. If she and also let me tell y'all something else too now. Don't think that every woman is a victim. Don't do that. Some of them are perpetrators, and not only that, you put your hands on the wrong woman, you're gonna be carried by 6 instead of being judged by 12.
That's true.
Yeah.
I look like, I'm making a joke out of this. I look like the dumbest motherfucker in the world if I put my hands on my wife. Like, bro, you know all the years.
Twan.
Like,
Twan. You through dealing, bro. You're never gonna see the light of day. Yeah. Because we know what she do.
They gonna all say you definitely knew better.
We know what she do. Yeah. You going straight to jail. You ain't getting no bond.
Shout out to Creekside for that $5 super chat, man. Really, really appreciate that, brother. Shout out to Creekside Entertainment for that, man. Yeah, man. If you gotta put your hands on a female, just walk, bro. It ain't worth it, bro. And it's not worth it. If you want a girl who like to fight and get all up in your fucking face,
get you another girl.
Bro, walk away. That ain't for you,
Find
bro.
you another girl. Yeah.
I'm trying to tell you, that shit's not gonna stop. If she got the courage to do it now, it ain't gonna stop, bro.
I used to be addicted to drama. I ain't
Agent of Chaos.
You ain't.
Yeah,
you
I
ain't.
was.
You ain't used to. You still addicted to drama.
Agent of chaos.
No,
It's
Twan,
just
this is my
sports.
second marriage,
I'm talking
man.
about.
Me and my
I'm
wife,
talking about.
we
I'm talking about
peace,
sports drama. I'm
peace.
talking about
Oh
sports drama. That's
yeah, and
real
that's
life.
probably where I exercise it at. You're right, Greek.
Yeah.
But in our home, peace rules our home, man.
Right.
Yeah,
That's the only way
yeah.
you're
The
gonna stay
hell is
together.
that?
And I'm blessed. I'm blessed with a wife who she ain't with that nonsense, man.
I had a situation where I had a girlfriend, bro, real quick, and she was used to dating dudes. You know what I'm saying? This broad actually said out her mouth one day, like, like she like her guys tough. You know what I'm saying, or
She
whatever.
probably called you soft because you wouldn't do that.
Nah,
Because they get accustomed to that. They
no,
get
I mean,
accustomed to that.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like, she thinking New York, like every guy from New York is a killer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
could go look, if you push to it, it could be like that. You know what I'm saying? I got a gun or whatever, still got my son. Son. Let me tell you this, man. And she got in my face once, bro. And like I feel like I'm reliving this right now. I was in the kitchen and Shorty kept putting her finger in my face.
I hate them
I
type
you
of
push my
broads.
face with it. And I told her, don't ever put your fucking finger in my face again.
And what the fuck you gonna do about it? Here we go.
Yeah. You know that shit right there. And then she put her finger on my fucking nose and pushed it again. And then she called me a Christian. It smells a Chrissy. A Chrissy. So do you know what I did, bro? I pushed her away from me to get her off of me, right? And she fell on the ground, right? But when she got up off the ground, guess what I noticed that was on that floor?
Blood.
A knife.
A knife. Yeah.
Oh shit.
So if she would have fell down on top of that shit, the cops will not want to hear it.
Or she could have, bruh.
No,
Don't think for a minute. It's a thin line between love
Red,
and hate.
Red, don't let me go there. I would have, I'd have strapped her up if she came to me.
I agree. But let me just say this to
No, look, this is
earlier,
my
Sean
point.
Capri.
This is my point. Hold up. This is my
Yeah.
point. I could have pushed that girl and made a mistake, something I never intended to do. But try to tell the cops that, right? But then at that moment, right then, guys, I knew I had to leave her ass alone.
Yeah, she
That
could.
was
She
the
could.
sign.
You don't underestimate either, Twan. Don't. I know you can only see it one way, because she probably was, petite and this and this and this and that. All right. You had to close your eyes, and you could have been stupid enough in them days to just to you know what I'm saying?
Man,
Be
anybody
kicking
coming at
it,
me with a
lay
knife,
down
I
and
don't
go to
care what
sleep.
your,
Yeah.
I don't
Okay.
care what your gender is. You're gonna get Felix Trinidad up in there. I don't care, bro. Because that's self-defense at that point.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but if you sleep and she cut the right vein in your throat, it ain't gonna be no fight, fam. It ain't gonna be no fight.
But bro,
Ain't gonna be no
listen, that's
fight.
what I'm saying.
You're in the
I
medical
knew
field. You already know if she get that jugular vein, it ain't gonna be no fight.
I know that. But what I'm saying is that was the sign, bro. That was the sign. Like, you gotta leave her alone, bro.
Right, Edge. If she hit the right vein,
Yeah. So with that,
and step 3 feet back from you, all she gonna do is watch you bleed
Now,
out, fam.
y'all missing a point.
I
It was
get
at
your
that
point.
moment that I realized this girl like physical shit. I gotta walk away, bro.
I got you. Yeah.
Something's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Something's gonna happen. Either it's gonna be me getting her or she gonna get
Or
me.
her. Yeah, eventually. And bro, you said it all right there, Twan. Yeah. Yeah. You gotta know when to walk away.
Those was the type of dudes that shorty dated. But so I know some people out there like this. So Twan, why was you fucking with him? Y'all know.
Drama. Yeah. And listen, you ain't even gotta say it.
It ain't got nothing to do with no damn drama.
Yeah.
Everybody know who got the best, bro.
And Sean Capri said it earlier too. And I sort of, came at him wanting to ask the question, was he trying to blame her? But, in light of what we're talking about now, that's a very valid question that Sean Capri asked. Has she had any situations like this before?
Possibly.
I mean, it's possible she's
A girl
toxic,
is only
but
going to
more the
only
reason,
tell you
more
what
the
they want
reason
you to know,
for them to not be together, not just him, but her too. But it seems
bro.
like she was taking the necessary steps to stay away from him with the restraining order.
Hey guys, I know sometimes it's the bond, bro. I know it's the best you ever had, but if it ends in death, it's not worth it.
Somebody else gonna be
Sometimes you gotta
enjoying
break
it.
your heart to free your soul.
I know the rest of it ain't gonna feel the same, PD, but
If you get locked up, if
you
you
gotta
get
let it
locked
go.
up, somebody else gonna be enjoying it, not you.
You have to break your heart to free your soul, my boy.
You know who I feel the
Yes,
worst
sir.
for though in this James Pierce situation though? His mother. That man just broke his mom's heart for probably the last time, bro.
I feel worse for the victim.
Well,
I
I
got a
feel
question for y'all. I got
I
a
feel
question for y'all. I know y'all may want to know my take on this as a Falcons fan. So let's talk about it. Do you think this is a his last opportunity in the NFL?
I think he done, bro.
Yeah, possibility.
I'm
I
gonna tell
would
you why.
side with
Let me tell you,
Edge.
let me
I
tell
would
you why,
say I
Red.
don't know enough at this
Let me tell
point
you
when
why,
he
Red.
said
This is my
possibility.
reason.
Yeah.
Listen to this. The domestic violence, you got into it with the cops too. You committed a retarded act. Like, I mean, you rammed your car into another cop and her car. Your history, they're gonna make an example out of this dude, bro.
Okay. So with Ray Rice and with other people, we have
You naming people
video.
who only did one thing.
Yeah,
Ray
but
Ray
we have
nah Ray
but
Ray Rice Hadouken that girl, bro. He ain't just hit her. He Hadouken her for
and
sure.
that's what I'm saying, PD, and we have video of it. So
You should be
I
still in
haven't seen
custody.
any video of Rakia Jackson buckfoot that he broke her nose. I haven't read that anywhere. Y'all know that's Buck. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, where is Buck? Buck don't ever pull up.
Buck be on them back pages, popping out on them black pages and all that shit.
What the hell is
I don't know
Buck?
where he be on that dark web at.
I'm telling you, I would never sit down in Buck's room. I'd be scared
No
to sit
sir,
down in his room. Hell no.
no
Dirty
sir,
socks
no sir,
everywhere.
Who
no
was
sir.
Buck?
Yes sir, yes sir. But he said that in the Discord with me. I haven't read that nowhere. But this is what I'm getting at, Twan. So
Who the
she
fuck is
obviously
Buck?
had to restrain. He's a Tampa Bay Buccaneers fan, man.
Oh,
You done talked to Buck
If you
before.
don't talk to him,
Uh,
you just got a terrible memory. That's
you
all.
talking about Buck
yeah,
the World or whatever that or something like that?
no, not bucket with your girl.
I said Buck the World.
Yeah, yeah, but
He was over here that one time. We just all
he's
for
40
some
reason
reason
old,
nah, he's
and
only 30.
he's 30. I thought he was 40. He 30.
Mm-mm.
Okay,
Yeah, he
but
only 30.
man, if I say it, you'll remember him. But I'm trying not
He
to
was
say
around
it.
when we had that NFC South roundtable on
Bro.
accident.
He a
Oh yeah,
little
I know you're talking about.
he
So I
there.
think Buck might have had like a head injury at some point in his life. I don't know, but I ain't trying to spread nothing. You feel
Something
what I'm
else.
saying? So, but you know when you know. So,
Yeah,
but
he didn't
Twan,
win. So I ain't gonna talk
this is
about
all I was trying to say.
it.
Damn, you got me thrown off with that, Pop. I was trying to shit, man. So, um, I I don't know if this is necessarily it for him. These are absolutely very serious charges and felony charges, but it's still the NFL. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Okay, so let me say this: it's definitely it for him with the Atlanta Falcons because Arthur Blank don't play that shit. I can
No.
tell you that. I don't care how many sacks he.
Well, I don't. The
Okay,
reason why
give
that's a
me an
little
example.
controversial for
Give me an
me.
example other than Michael Vick. Go ahead.
No. See, I'm not trying to look. I'm really not trying to debate any of you guys on this subject. This ain't really no debate shit.
Oh, it's fine.
But
But
yeah,
I think when you say
I'm
you don't
going to tell
necessarily
you.
agree
Hold
with that,
on.
I need an example.
But this goes back to Pop, man. This goes back to what Pop said, though, bro. Just like every other team that did their homework on this guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So did your owner. And y'all said we take risks, we take chances.
Arthur Blank already started
Arthur
paying
Blank,
bullshit.
yeah, man. I don't know if Arthur Blank thought he could save this dude or whatever.
Nah,
you know. But
he just
yeah, and I'm just putting this out there, Swarm. I'm not trying to debate you on this because you have every right to feel differently. But damn, bro, like I mean, like it was a lot of people. Like I mean, damn, they tried to crucify him on draft night. They was telling him why they wouldn't fuck with him that night.
So let me a couple of
I'm
things,
just
and
not fucking with
if we could walk through this, I would appreciate it. I would appreciate it if we could take our time and walk through this. So when I say Arthur Blank doesn't play that, you're giving this as the example, right?
I'm saying, like, why would you take the risk if you don't play that? Like, you took a risk bringing him into your organization.
Okay, so again, I'm asking you this again. You're giving this to me as a singular incident to
Oh no,
say
I'm not giving
evidently
it to you. I'm giving it in general. I'm not giving it. It's not at Red Swarm. I'm saying out loud that, dude, it's not like you didn't know this dude was on that.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. Oh man. So you know
Sometimes
what?
people think they can change people, man.
I'll do this. Let me do this. Let me shift gears for the sake of the podcast and the content. Let me just defend what I know a lot of people want Red Swarm to try to do. Antoine, don't try to. I know how you like to play the fence, and you'll put on that referee shirt and get in here between Poppin and Red and say, no, I'm not going to say I agree with this side or that side. Just let it go, Twan.
Well, then
Stay
y'all,
out
hey,
of it if you feel like you need to referee.
I
I'm
stay out
doing
of it.
this on my own. I'm a grown ass man. So let me say this. Let me defend the Falcons. I ain't got no problem doing that. Okay. So what I would say is the reports were, even up until the night of the draft, that they did do their homework, that they sat down with him and his family the night before the draft. So you might say, well, they had to have knowledge if they say they did their homework, either that or they lied or they overlooked it. Okay. All right. That's fine. But what I'm going to ask you is, do you know at this point anything that the Falcons don't know? You
No.
say he's from Charlotte and you know everybody in the world knew this. Do you know whether he had a domestic violence or a stalking charge or a rape charge in his history? Let me ask you this. What were the off the field problems that they had with him that
Dude
you
was
were aware of?
getting into a lot of fights off campus with other people that were gang related.
Okay.
And with his
He
guys,
banging?
that were gang related. With
Yeah.
his guys that was at school, he did actually have an incident that I'm reading right now with a female on campus, but
No,
they won't
you're
say
reading
what
it
happened.
right now. No.
Huh?
No.
No,
If you
I
would
already
stop
knew.
reading,
I already knew
if
about
you
what I just
would
said.
stop reading, if you would stop reading,
Bro, I just
and
told
don't
you
share that because I'm gonna ask other people on
the
here
first thing
who may not be Googling,
what I'm not Googling right.
who are telling me from last April what they knew.
Red, you gotta let me finish, bro. I look the shit that he was doing on campus. They talked about that shit a couple of years ago.
That's
If
what
you
I
was
just asked
following what
you.
was going on with him, just like Pop mentioned, everybody knew that this dude had issues in college. The dude
So
was
that's
getting
what I
fights
just
with
asked
people off.
you.
Yeah, that's what I
That's what
do
I
know.
just asked you. I'm asking people for all of this widely known information. What was it?
The only thing that I'm reading about is that he had an issue with some girl at University of Tennessee, which I'm sure she'll go on social media at some point. You know what I'm saying? But it doesn't say what happened between them.
But see, Bloody, you see, now Twan just admitted that he's reading this now, and I asked him not to do
No, I
this.
just admitted that I read something about him and a female. What he was doing off campus with the fighting and shit, that shit was on the news when he did it.
So this is my point. This is my point. What was he arrested for in Florida last night?
Man, we've been talking about that all morning. We ain't gonna do
So and so the chase and all of that stem from him violating a restraining order,
right.
right? That's a domestic violence issue. That's not a gang related issue.
I don't know
So
what we
these are different issues. He's a troubled kid. Yes, I agree with you. But if you're gonna tell me that he was the only troubled kid who came out in last year's draft, I'm gonna tell you there was another troubled kid drafted 3 or 4 positions behind him. I'm gonna tell you there are probably countless troubled kids that we don't know of their record that was drafted last year, the
That's
year
one.
before that.
But Red,
Go ahead.
what did I say to begin with though? And you keep escaping this. I said if I'm the owner, you can name 10 dudes that would trouble like that. I'm personally not fucking with any of them.
I'm not escaping it. I'm not escaping it. I'm walking eyes wide open right into it, and for a purpose of debate, for a purpose of.
I'm not
Let me
debating
say
on
this.
the subject, bro. I'm not debating you.
I want to because it's interesting. I would like to.
Well,
I think it's interesting.
Debate popping then.
Well, I don't know when Pop unmutes or when he does. I mean, me and Bloody could do it, or me and Petey can do it. But
I'm here. I'm trying not to over talking about it. I'm just listening. You know, everybody can want to get their words out. So I'm just here chilling.
So, Pop, let me ask you this then, and you won't have to overtalk me. I'll absolutely pause up when you respond, but I'll ask you the same question now. What were the charges that he had prior to being drafted?
I don't know of any charges that he had prior before being drafted.
He got charged.
What were they?
Assault.
Okay. So I didn't know that, but I did know it was well publicized that he was a risk.
Let me pull it up.
And I do know, like you said, Poppin, not every team is willing to take a risk, but the Falcons did. So what I would tell you is this morning, I guarantee you, Matt Ryan and the GM Ian Cunningham, the new GM, are looking at this like, man, we got fucked by
Absolutely.
by Terry Fontenot and Raheem Morris. They're absolutely feeling that way this morning.
Now, so why when I said earlier, this is an organizational issue, not a problem issue, and everybody like backlash at me. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. Yes, it is. Because if you co-sign saying okay, yeah, let's go get them, not saying that they ignored the actions of that man before getting them, it still goes back to, you know what I'm saying? Don't we say Jerry Jones don't mind getting felonies? He don't mind getting troublemakers. He been doing that, right? We know that, right? And if something happens to him, he is still tagged with that player. I mean, when he got this player, Jerry Jones will do it. You know, because that's just Jerry Jones. Maybe he feels like if he brings him into his system, he can change them. Reed, he has done that with several guys. You know what I'm saying, to help them rehabilitate their careers and things of that nature. It's not saying it's a bad thing, but it is part of an organization issue if they decide to take risk on certain players. That's what I was trying to say from the very beginning.
And shout out to check this out. Hey, look this up too, PD. Well, look, check this out, Red. James Pierce Jr., right? And college problems all look. In December 2023, right? Arrest for a traffic stop involving speeding, driving with a suspended license, and disobeying officers, leading to character concerns for the NFL team. Though the charges were later dropped after he sorted out his license and paid fines. Incident
for speeding.
He was going 63.
That's typically what you pay when you get caught speeding, a fine.
Right, but dude also, it says he was also disobeying officers.
Okay, that's
fuck the officers.
Yeah, and that's typically what I say, Pop. You know what? You might be surprised, but I'm one of these black men who has a Desert Storm tag on my car. And if all I'm doing is speeding, I'm gonna say, "What the hell are you pulling me over for?" You might be surprised, but I'm not one of those. Hey, officer. Yes, sir. What did I do, officer? Yes,
Fred,
sir.
you
Yeah,
move accordingly depending on the situation.
you damn right.
Some officers you can be cordial with, and some of them you just gotta keep it short. Where you going? It don't matter where I'm going.
That's right.
You know, sir,
That's
you
right.
got to operate in the means of whatever's going on. So
Yes,
for
sir.
me, is F the police. For
Yeah,
me, I
yeah,
mean y'all,
yeah,
and it seemed like James Pierce the same way.
yeah,
Obviously, because he knocking their kneecaps out with a
yeah.
Lambo.
knocking their kneecaps out.
So I mean. That ain't really nothing right there, Twan. You got a speeding ticket, man. How many people here, man? Shoot, Shadur got a speeding ticket.
Well, actually, the nigga had
DJ
the
Moore
boot
got
on
a
his car,
speeding
but
ticket. I mean, no, he got a speeding ticket after he got the boot too.
oh damn.
Yeah, he got hit back to back, week after
Bad.
week. So I mean, the speeding ticket that's nothing, bro.
What were the other charges, Twan? It's got to be more than that.
Hey, I mean, but what's it sounds similar to old dude from Georgia that played for the one that spit on Dak Prescott.
Oh, you talking
That's
about
Oh,
Jordan
better.
Jalen
Davis?
Carter. I
Oh,
mean,
Hell
Jalen
yeah.
Carter, my fault.
Georgia have 5 players every year that had that face. That ain't nothing new at
And
Is
UGA.
that
guess what,
is
Red?
this a
Yeah, but
Georgia
you know,
thing?
Red. That's what
But
Yeah,
happened
it's
to
a
me
no,
Georgia
yesterday.
thing.
guess what,
Yeah,
Red?
it's a Georgia
That's what
thing.
happened
It's more
yesterday.
it's more of this about to come out even more. Not about just James Pierce. Junior,
Junior.
it's gonna be the draft is right around the corner. It's gonna be
Yeah,
more stuff because see these guys don't know how to sit inside.
yeah,
They're
Mm-hmm.
gonna pull up old tweets,
And show off.
Twitter,
Pop,
Facebook posts. They about to put
pop.
up everything.
They about,
Every
they
year
about
it
to
How,
look
how
at
happens.
you,
that. They
but
about to
Pop,
look
how
at
you gonna tell a
everything he ever did.
20-year-old to sit inside, dog? You know what I'm saying? That's lame to them. They want to be active.
Well, hey, that's on them. But you remember this, Red? There was a particular person that a lot of people was hyped about. He got drafted by the Ravens. But you remember, I said he gonna drop. And I remember
yeah,
PPP really wanted him. It was Green.
yeah, yeah. Mike
But
Green,
what hurt Mike Green's situation?
his off the
Well,
field antics.
There you
the grape
go.
charges.
The
Yeah,
grape charges.
yeah.
Not just
Was it
one.
it's alleged or
He had
he
a
actually
couple.
did it?
He had
No,
a
no,
couple.
no, no, no. Yeah, he faced the charges. So let me say
Oh
At
this.
two
wow.
different schools.
So he faced great charges in college. But what happens if he gets stopped in an airport with a handgun?
You going down.
You going to jail?
No.
He better be hoping he's checking it in. That's what he better be
But
hoping
my
he's doing.
point is this. My point is this.
Well, you can't take a gun in
He
the
may be
airport.
engaging in criminal activity or breaking the law, but is it the same thing that they looked at him at before he
Right,
entered the NFL?
right,
And
right.
what about a player who ain't done nothing in high school or in college, but get out there racing somebody in his Ferrari and hit somebody on the interstate and damn near kill a child
Henry
No matter of
Ruggs.
fact, how about we say a Corvette? It is in
yeah
jail.
and jump out running?
Henry Ruggs.
Yeah, here it is. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
And
like
Drinking and driving.
the receiver for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah.
Some
Yeah.
organizations are better at sweeping stuff under the rugs.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Dude got major problems, bro. I think he got mental health problems. I don't know about the upbringing, but some can say, like Pop said, can say that maybe people didn't guide him correctly. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Like, I mean, we can only speculate with those type of things. But the thing is, everybody on this panel right now happens to be black, and I don't know if any of us grew up rich or around a bunch of riches. Like, man, we seen firsthand, all of us on here, what we do. And as a man, when you get grown, you can either follow in those footsteps or you can say, I want better.
Mm-hmm.
It's on you. That's why I'm not letting JPG off no hook about his family didn't do such and such or whatever. You got millions of dollars. Even if you
That's
don't
where
want to
I'm
see
at,
a teen
Twan.
psychiatrist, you could go get your own or a therapist. And then, but see, that leads into a whole nother discussion that we talked about one time before, where where black guys are concerned with what people think about them when they go see therapists and shit like that. Who cares what they think?
I ain't crazy.
Yeah, if they bleed out, but you ain't too crazy for them to not stop hanging around you and asking you for money.
Exactly.
So look,
Well, Twan,
I don't let him off the hook or anybody like him, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I do know it's a lot of guys playing in professional sports, no matter what color they are or whatever, that are dealing with a lot of mental health issues. And in this country, they don't take mental health seriously, bro. They don't.
Yep.
It's not a big topic of discussion because but I'm telling you, all the shit we see going on and people walking, you think people are right in the head when they're walking into schools and popping little kids and they classmates and all that. Like, people are getting nuttier. And I don't like to use that word, but look, until some shit get addressed, it's going to just continue to happen.
Yep.
well, let's
Man,
get on some good
you hear
news,
about
man.
a
Let's get
whole
on some
bunch of
good
school
news.
shootings in all these other countries? It's here. It's here.
Yeah, I think they're going and I know Pop said moving
They're
on
going
to
to make an
another
example
topic,
out of this dude, bro.
but that's what I was gonna say, Twan. I agree. So we can end it at the same point. I agree with you, Twan. He is fixing to be made an example of. We're going into the off season. It's gonna be a little bit of lull between now and the combine. And he finna get roasted after the Super Bowl. They're gonna take a couple of days with the Super Bowl, and the victory and this and that. But yeah, you unless somebody come up with something stupider, and you can't never be sure.
It is also it's always
So let
that.
me get this straight. We didn't have this Bill Belichick situation. Tedero McMillan got caught saying the N word. Now this. So what's next?
And
There's
he
always
and
something
this
different.
Negro here
Okay,
the right complexion. He the
Well,
right
and I
Ted
want to
complexion.
Roll look
chime
like
in
an
on
angel
that too.
compared to this.
Hey,
I want to
Poppin,
chime in on
he the
that too.
right complexion to be
Hey,
to
I want to
last
chime
at
in on
least
that
two
too.
weeks.
I want to
hey,
chime in on that.
Hey, what Penitentiary Pierce just did,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
ain't nobody gonna
Federer
be
is
talking about
America.
Ted Roy
Thank
no more.
God, bro.
Oh no.
Oh, so
Not
they
light
gonna still
skinned
they gonna still
Tetairoa.
think they ain't gonna
Not
still
light
talk about
skinned
it till August.
Tetairoa.
Hey, T-Bat talking about nigga. You see this?
Yeah.
T-Mac is elite.
Oh, so T Mac got off. He's like, woo!
Hey, Poppin,
I'm glad
he
they got
said,
that
"Boy,
shit
this
off me
nigga
now.
stupid."
Well, my drag cry is crazy. This nigga out here killing people.
Thug
This nigga
life.
stalking
Thug
females,
life.
running over cops and shit. That nigga crazy.
That nigga crazy.
GTA.
This the
I
nigga
want
I
to
was
chime in on
blocking.
that though.
Go ahead, P.
On that Cicero McMillan situation, man. Listen, man. I grew up around Polynesians, man. Samoans to your Hawaiians, Chungans, whatever. And that's common. I'm not even gonna lie to you. They hang around us. They pretty much have it in their DNA. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, really and truly, I see no problem with it. Now, granted, don't get me wrong. You got some of them who, you know what I'm saying, if you go over there to Hawaii or you know what I'm saying, Samoans or Samoa,
Mm-hmm.
um, some of them depends on where you at, don't consider themselves as such, or but some of them do. But for the most part, when they over on this side, for sure, they definitely tapped into the culture for sure.
They have what in their DNA?
Yeah.
Black in their bloodline.
Where you see that at?
They have
They,
African.
they, they got African in their bloodline.
Aborigine. But
Yeah, African, African.
that's like about 15%
Aborigines
historically.
people come from black people, though.
At
Hmm.
Twan, I know that. But what I'm saying is they typically have about 80% of their genetic trace is Asian.
My,
Of course. But I'm just saying they still got that in their bloodline.
Well, Red, this is my thing, and this is where I stand with it.
what do y'all think
I,
Asians
I,
come
I
from?
was I wasn't offended by what he said. This is
Me
this
either.
is my
Me either,
this is my
Pop.
this
Me
is my
either.
whole this is my whole spiel on it, and I'm gonna leave it alone. Everybody has adopted everything from black culture. There is no words of endearment that we take from any other race or culture and bring it in and use it on a daily lingo, whether it's negative or embracive. So my thing is, it's cool, right? That you know what I'm saying, you could say it. and you can say, "Oh, in my lineage, I have 2% black or I have melanin in my skin." Cool. My thing is, Red, how many times have you seen somebody get in trouble and that person you thought they were down, but then when it count time for smoke, they ain't down then?
They turn right. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool when it works in your
Absolutely.
favor,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
cool so if you really ride with the culture that you love so much or that you
Yeah.
adopted into your culture, please make sure when stuff be going out here in the real world that you're Polynesian or you're Tongan or you're Asian or whoever you Spanish. Don't be like, oh nah, I'm Puerto Rican today. I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Pop,
And
you
and
gotta.
you know what? You
That's
know
my
what?
Hold on.
thing.
I'm not even sure that he
Because every
made the
place has been
choice.
colonized.
When
You
I
know what
look at
I'm saying?
this kid, and he said with such ease that you can tell he does it
Oh, he says it on the regular.
with all his people.
That nigga
This
said
is
nigga all
my
the time.
and around his people, man, and he don't get knocked for it. I think that he was made to issue an apology. When I look at this kid, I don't think that it struck him to
Should have
say,
gave
"Man, I need to apologize."
No, of course. His PR got on the phone with him immediately. Like,
Absolutely.
hey.
Absolutely.
It,
Hey,
They
man.
tried to clean that
Tighten up,
up.
man.
Well, he should have
my,
said it. Look, now, let me say something to Pop's effect though. So, how many of y'all saw the movie Sinners?
I
Oh yeah,
did.
I saw it.
I wanted to
Uh,
Right.
before it got big.
more
So
a
one
couple
of the
times.
so one of the parts in that movie, you know what I'm saying, like it was a lot of subliminal things that they talked about in that movie, right?
Yes.
So what they was trying to one of the things that they showed was like when the twins started that business, right? Um, like it showed how everybody wanted to be down with them, but particularly they show how cool they were with that Asian culture, like with the Asian
Yes.
people that worked in that
Mm-hmm.
town,
Yep.
right? And so just think of Asian like Polynesian for just this moment of me describing this. They showed how you know what I'm saying, like they were in the culture and they did everything. As long as they was making money with them and doing whatever like with the black people, it was fine.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
the minute trouble came around, you know what I'm saying?
I ain't with
Oh,
them niggas.
what the old girl turned her husband and say? She said, I like making money with them and blah blah blah, but this is too much. Like
Yep.
their fight is still gonna be their fight, and we're not gonna hang around with y'all when the shit hit the fan.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And so they, you know, so that was one of the things that was trying to teach is that everybody wants to be a part of the culture, but nobody wants to fight our battles. I
Yeah.
don't care
Mm-hmm.
if one person out of 100 says, I don't want such and such saying that word around me. I don't care how much y'all support it or whatever, then he can't say it because it's our rules. So if you got friends that's like, well, I don't mind them saying it, that's cool with you. But if I'm around, if it's me, you, and him, he can't say that around me. Just because you gave him a pass, don't mean I'm giving him a pass. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
but
The problem
Twan,
is, let me finish one. The problem was
yeah.
for me and other people is that they say it too comfortably, bro. It's a term of endearment for us. So guess what? And like I told y'all, look, other cultures don't play that. It ain't no playing around with the Jewish culture. You know what I'm saying? They not letting you gonna say nothing as a joke and being anti-Semitic. They ain't no playing around in the LGBT community. They're not gonna let you say anything as a joke. You know what I'm saying? But everybody thinks it's cool to say that word with our people, like whatever. And then, you know, the thing leading up to that was a lot of people was like, why I can't say it or whatever. Because we say you can't.
That's picking
You know
and
what I'm
choosing.
saying? Do y'all remember, hey, Peter, you remember Kendrick Lamar did his concert? And, you know, he uses the N-word in his songs,
Mm-hmm.
right? And you remember
Mm-hmm.
when
And
he brought that white girl on stage?
on the stage, and she said
And
it. Yep.
she got too excited. And then she
Mm-hmm.
started going, nigga, this. Even
Mm-hmm.
when he wasn't
Mm-hmm.
saying it himself, he stopped that damn
Mm-hmm.
concert and said, you can't say that.
That's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
That's really ridiculous because I didn't see the
No, it's
video where the
not.
dude.
Because guess what? Look, bro, if white people tell us right now they got a problem with us calling them a cracker or something like that, if they say I got issues with that, don't call call me that around me. Unless you're in an argument with them, then it's gonna be an issue.
But see, it's not even about
If
me. It's the
Polynesian
simple
people
fact of
tell
the
you
matter.
don't call me whatever, then they ain't gonna want us to say it. It's gonna be an issue. If you call Spanish people a spick and they say don't say that around me, it's gonna be an issue.
And they use the word N word. They use the N word a lot.
All the time.
All the fucking
but when
time.
but like they were saying earlier, but when it's time to be black, nah, Petey, you got that. I'm out, man. You ain't gonna stay here and fight with me? Nah, man, that's your fight.
That is your fight.
I think I had strong emotions on Friday. Was it Friday or Thursday? It was Friday when you and Pop was going over this. Like I told you, Twan, earlier, I was going into a doctor's appointment. Actually, I had to get my pupils dilated, man, for an eye exam, man. But man,
So you want to say
I
the
was listening to the show. Yeah, I was sitting in the office, man, waiting to get called. I was listening to the show, man. I'm kind of like Poppin', man. You can't satisfy all the people all the time. So I hear what you're saying, Twan. If we, as black people, right? Because Africans they don't associate with the word nigga. That's more of like Poppin said, that's a colonial term that came out through slavery as to degrade slaves. So, I don't know with with most words in the American vernacular, slang has so many different meanings. I don't, Antoine, I know you said you wish Red could pull up, man, because we give an older perspective. Then we have our historical perspective as brothers of the
I
D9
didn't see you was going
organization.
to agree with me though.
Niggas. What you means niggas? Do y'all know what
Yeah,
niggas
but
is?
Twan, so what
Niggas.
I'm saying, with that is that I absolutely agree with you that a heavy price has been paid behind this word. And man, I'm gonna tell you something. You touched me when you said the number of lives that
People that
were
had to hear that
ended
shit
at the
before they
end
were
of a rope.
executed.
That was the last word that they heard,
Yeah.
or while being burned at the stake. That was the
Yeah.
last word that they heard, bro. When you said that shit gave me chills, man, because I had never quite thought about it like that, but you said it so poetically and absolutely correct, man, that I had to say, man, don't take it lightly, Red. Don't take it lightly, take it seriously. Like Twan is reminding us of, right, man. Don't take this subject lightly. I don't know that Ted needs nobody permission to say it, but I do know this. He feels awfully comfortable saying that, man.
Has been
And
around.
yeah, but a lot of people have been around it, and for whatever level of respect they have and wherever they get it from, they don't use the word.
I bet you.
But look at it. Just
Let me say,
can I say this?
I bet you Ted don't even say the N word around his mama, and she ain't black.
I'm willing to bet he does, and let me tell you why.
He don't.
If you take
black people, let everybody be.
Because his mom would be like, "Don't say that shit around me. Do that with your
because
friend."
if you look at him, right, if you just listen to him, the way he walked, the way he talked, and this is not like Travis Kelce, because Travis
He
Kelce.
talked black. He
I
walked
mean,
black.
just look at him. Just look at the
No,
whole. He absorbed it. That's what he's been around.
I ain't never
You're
heard
gonna feel it. What's
Eminem.
his
I
name?
ain't never heard Eminem say the N word.
Never.
He has. He
And
has
nobody
said it.
ever
well,
caught him on no
there
open
was an
mic
audio
saying
of
it.
him
He has
saying
said
that
it.
shit. There
He
was an
has
Well,
said
audio
it
of him saying
before.
that
it
shit.
was audio
The
that
hard R,
he called
the
a
hard
girl,
R.
like whatever. Yeah.
He said the hard R. He didn't say it in our GTA. He
But
said
the
the hard
point,
R.
I'm gonna let you
I
keep
ain't
going,
never
though,
heard
Petey.
it.
But the point that Red is making on that is this: you can control yourself from saying that if you're not black. Because guess what? That dude is like this. I'm not going to fuck up my endorsements and all this or whatever over a word. Y'all know damn well if MC such and such, who's from Dublin, Ireland, was out here talking shit about and just calling and just randomly saying niggas and shit like that on his albums and fuck niggas in the
It's
hood, and you
Palomalo has
know
said it. I
damn
bet
well
you
he didn't even
Palomalo said it.
grow up like, and especially with motherfuckers that didn't even grow up like that.
If you think Frankie Louvu ain't used that word, y'all crazy. Frankie Louvu, Palomalu, You name it. What's the name? Lewis Murphy. They've used it for sure.
The word is not. It's the. My point is not that they say it, bro. It's just you remember when I said this, Red? What made them
It's cherry
so
picking.
comfortable with saying that shit?
What make them comfortable
Publicly.
saying it is that black people,
because guess what? They're thinking
invite everybody to their culture.
Right. They're thinking like, look,
It's
it
black
might be
people being
it might be
weak.
pretty
That's all
cool
that
that
shit
I'm
is.
around. They're thinking it might be pretty cool that I'm around black people that'll let me say that word, right? But I guarantee everybody in their ethnic group has words that they don't ever want to be called. And if you
Has
ever
anybody-
come out of your mouth and say it to them, they gonna have a problem with it.
Has anybody been in Hawaii? Anybody? Especially those who've been
I've
in
been
the
to
military. Have y'all
Hawaii.
ever? Have y'all been in Hawaii?
I have.
Have you ever you never heard it in Hawaii? For real?
No.
Never.
I've also been to Nashville, Tennessee. I've never heard it.
Y'all making it seem like because they say it and because like certain people accepted them saying it, that it's still cool for them to do it. Y'all do realize that it's going to be a higher percentage of black people that don't want them saying that shit. Y'all can't just take the people that say I don't have a problem with it and omit the people that say I do have a problem with it.
Oh, you can't control that. I mean, people
I
will take a
know.
listen to me personally.
That's why I said I made it clear. I said I'm not gonna take y'all. If y'all say it's cool with y'all or whatever, I don't have a beef with that because that's your opinion. I'm just speaking like for myself. I'll be like Petey. Look, Petey, do you think this would be correct, Petey? If I was with you and then like you had your homeboy around, say a Polynesian dude that was going nigga this, nigga that, Petey, wouldn't it be right for me to be like this? Yo, Petey, yo. I'm a bounce, bro. You know what I'm saying? Or you like, where you going? I'm like, nah, man. Like, dude, keep using the N word. I don't know him like that, but I don't like that shit. But but evidently you cool with it. So I'm a bouncer now. Like, I'm gonna hook up with you later. You know what I'm saying? Just me and you. But I can't be around this nigga while he's saying this shit. When I know my ancestors and our great grandmothers was hung and called that shit before they got died, man. I hated that the word became so easy to say, bro. But it is. I got to deal with that. That's new age or whatever. It don't mean I gotta like it though.
Also, you got a point.
I think my question to you, Petey, would be having this discussion is not a question of whether Ted uses the word or how comfortable he felt or whether he issued an apology. All of that happened. That's evident. I think the question to be asked on the pod and in circles is, are you okay as a person with him doing it? I mean, the video is out there. He's done it he's been caught doing it a number of times. So I don't think any of us question whether he does it often with friends or with other people. Of course he does. Are you okay with him doing it?
I'm gonna tell you this real quick before
You want my opinion?
Petey, hold on before you go, Pete.
I think I know it because you said ethnically you think that he is that, but I don't think he's that.
Ty, I want to make a point before Petey go though. Listen to this. I'm almost glad that he said it while the football season ain't going on. You know what I'm saying? Because if he said this during the football season, Petey, man, look, the media would burn his ass, and they would never stop asking that damn question, bro. No matter where he went.
Distraction.
That shit will become a big distraction. Go ahead, Petey.
In the locker room, because then they're asking black players, has he ever said it around you?
Yeah, and now you done brought something to me, and I don't want to look crazy saying, well, I don't got a problem with it.
Yeah, it would have been in the locker room by the reporters.
Yeah.
Me personally, so let me ask the question. Me personally, I've grown up with Polynesians, bro. I've grown up with them. So my upbringing compared to y'all a little different. I was a little cultured. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I've accustomed to these customs. I'm accustomed to their customs as well too, and they say it.
Okay, what derogatory word do they have about themselves that they allowed you to say to them?
You don't have it.
I mean, there's not really none. I mean, besides they call them niggas as well. They would call them niggas as well too.
No, they got some.
In those days, they were considered niggers as well too. Respectfully.
Okay.
They would consider in any other day they would consider them the same, calling them the same thing back in those days.
What? They gonna remind everybody that I ain't no nigga.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, like I said,
how many times do they call non-black people a nigga? They go, "Don't call me nigga. I ain't no nigga." And when they black as day.
That's what they're called. Even Hispanics, your Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, whatever case may be.
At the end of the day, black people are willing to lay down whatever it is, and they're just you just like
There
we
you
said
go.
earlier, they're willing to be stepped on because they've been stepped on and disrespected for years, and we just
Uh-huh.
get along to go along game. But like I said, when something go down, are they really gonna be by your side?
No.
No.
If they ain't, but you got all the respect and love for their culture, but
But
they ain't
see,
got nothing for
Pop,
yours.
black people allow that shit to happen by saying dumbass shit like, oh, Travis Kelce can come to the cookout. You too accepting of other cultures into your
But
culture.
see,
That's why people don't respect black folks.
Bloody, did you hear me on the show? I'm glad you said that. Bloody, did you hear me on the show when I said black people let too many people come to the cookout, bro?
They do.
Yeah, we
That's
let
the
too much
problem.
slide. We do.
That's
We
the
ain't taking
problem. The
nobody
fact that black folks let everything slide and say that we are peaceful people, we accepted everybody. That's when motherfuckers like, oh, they ain't got no backbone, they ain't got no respect for each other. They'll sit there, disrespect each other, disrespect their women, women disrespect their men. Shit, do whatever to them.
Hey, go out here and call a Mexican woman, call a Mexican guy. He call this woman a derogatory name. That motherfucker gonna be ready to stab your ass, bro.
Stab. You know how many fucking damn machetes they gonna hack your ass with?
Now y'all being
Don't do
racist.
it.
Now y'all borderline getting
You say get racist.
and I try to not use
Man,
the
black
term
people can't be
racist because
bro.
racist is the definition is
Do
to
you feel
think
like black
that
people can
one
be
race is
racist?
superior to another.
What'd you say, Pete?
This is
But-
true. That's
Do
why
you
I'm
think
not
black people can be
racist.
racist?
I'm just prejudiced.
Oh, black people
yeah.
can't.
Do you
be
think black people can be racist?
I don't like no
Yes,
motherfucking
Petey.
body.
Yes, Petey.
We can't be black. You mean
Black people
racist.
cannot be racist. We have no financial
Yeah, you
gain
can.
from that.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you
Black
can.
people can
Yeah,
be
you
prejudiced,
can.
but not racist.
If you in a
No,
position
you
of
can be
power, you for
prejudiced,
sure
you
can be
can't
Wait
racist.
a
One.
minute. Wait a minute.
You
Wait a
can be
minute.
prejudiced, but you cannot be racist.
All
Yeah,
right,
you can.
Twan, let's have a discussion. Let's
Nah,
have a
I'm not
discussion.
having that discussion, bro. That's too easy.
No, definition
I'm not
wise,
doing it.
the
I'm not
difference
doing it.
between prejudice and racist.
Mm-hmm.
Black people cannot be racist. Do you know what
So,
the definition
Twan,
of racism is?
yes, to think that one race, racism, root word race is superior to others.
No, that is not the total definition, bro.
Pull it up.
Y'all gonna have to start doing some other shit, bro.
Pull it up. Pull it up.
Petey
And you
on
know
here,
me and you gonna talk about this.
No, Petey on here
I
too.
just
Petey
thought it was a certain race in a position of power can sit there and oppress another.
Exactly.
It
And who
has
was
to do with
who can,
superiority.
no, Red,
Oh,
you don't
so
know
it's a mindset.
Wrong on this.
It's a
You're wrong on this,
mindset.
Red. No, you
Okay.
just said it, bloody. I'm not gonna let him put that in your head. What power?
We'll let Webster put it in all of our heads. Let
Petey,
him Google it.
remind me of what power black people have over anybody else financially, bro.
You got some wealthy black people out here now.
You can't. I'm not saying it's not, but you're not looking at the message though. Who controls? Now it's like somebody just mentioned the Jews. Now, mind you, they have more control, more influence of anything. Now, mind you, if you really check your history and go do your home, all I'm saying, go do your homework about that, about the whole what is it called, anti-Semitic. Go do your own homework because I don't want to bring that to y'all to the sports podcast or something. Go do your homework. That's all I'm gonna say. Do your homework.
So here's some homework that I'll give you a cheat code on. You can cheat off of my paper if you will. Key aspect of racism: belief in racial hierarchy. The core idea that humanity can be divided into races. I had a teacher who taught us in civics. They don't teach civics in school anymore. That there's only one race that is a human race. Okay, but racism is an idea. Racism is an idea that humanity.
It's true, but they don't believe that shit.
Okay, but
the only race should be the human race. But when you put certain pieces into certain situations, they're going to remind you that look, I'm not you.
Can I get through this? Because you said that blacks cannot be racist.
We can't.
So racism, which is what racists engage in, racism is an idea, bloody, like you said, that humanity can be divided into races. with inherent superior or inferior qualities, often linked to physical traits or perceived abilities.
So that means people getting picked on ever since it was elementary. That's a form of racism then.
Yeah.
That what it sounds like.
Superiority. It's a
let me break.
mindset of superiority. And I guarantee you there are blacks who think we are superior to other races.
No, we don't, bro. No, we don't.
You got blacks that think they're more superior to other blacks, light skin over dark skin. Some people with good hair, some people with not good hair.
Twan. You
No,
never went to a
man.
mosque. You
Bro,
never went to a
I'm about
mosque.
to play this shit.
You
I'm
never
about to
went
play
to a mosque where they taught that you're superior.
I'm about to play this. I'm about to play this.
Those of you who have heard similar viewpoints espoused by similar people, let me tell you this. That kind of lethal ignorance, that kind of viewpoint that disparages black people, number one, that condescends and talks down to us, number two, that draws specious, spurious parallels between white racism and black racism. Racism presupposes the ability to control a significant segment of the population economically, politically, and socially by imposing law, covenant, and restriction on their lives. Black people ain't had no capacity to do that. Can we be bigoted? Yes. Can we be prejudiced? Yes. Racist? No. The unintelligence of the formulation is problematic when any black person says that. Number three, when black people began to spew this notion that 96% of black people are racist because we vote for a black candidate, suggests that all white people who vote for all white candidates are therefore also unavoidably racist. By that logic, everybody in the world is racist and it balances out, doesn't it? It makes no sense. It is illogical and irrational to its core. What we see when we hear these kinds of comments are lethal self-hatred, the denial of the humanity to black people that we see reflected in the dominant white society, refracted through the prism of our own black lives. Unmolested by enlightenment, such people are peripatetic, that is, walking around virtuous, not in terms of their virtue, but virtuous, virtual expressions of degraded self-hatred. I feel sorry. I feel horrible when I'm in the presence of such mean-speaking, ignorance,
would you pause for one quick second?
incredibly cantankerous viewpoints that don't honor the integrity, the beauty, the diversity, the complexity, and the wondrous, rapturous intelligence of black people. That's why I hang with black folk all the time, because I know better than that. You heard?
Okay. Twan, I wanted to eat this in bites.
I'm gonna tell people who that is before you start.
We know who he is.
That's Dr. Eric Michael Dyson. He's also
I seen him on BET years ago.
He's also a professor at Princeton University, and he teaches Black and African studies. So I'm not. There's no diss to nobody, but just my own self-awareness and my own education. I'm gonna take his word over somebody who just thinks differently than that.
Okay, so let me say
this.
this.
Be racist.
Let me say this. He is very learned. That's what I know about professors and PhDs. I happen to have a few in my family. So he's a very learned person. Not only is he learned, he has excelled to the point where a very prestigious institution of higher learning pays him to spread the knowledge that he has attained through being a professor. Let me say this. This is one of the first things that I noticed, and that's why I asked you to pause it, not stop it, so that we could take this in bits.
I'm not, but what I told you, Rad, is this.
Just something I caught quickly. All I would like to say real quickly, and then I promise
no disrespect to you, brother. But I told you, I'm not gonna get into this. This is not a subject I want to go down this road.
So let me just say this about Eric Dyson, Professor Eric Dyson. We don't have to, but since you played him as evidence of support for your argument, I'm fixing to give a countervailing opinion.
I'm gonna give you a chance to do that, but it's gonna be quick. It ain't gonna be no.
And I'll make it quick. I promise. I'll make it quick, and I won't have a retort after I say what I have to say, whether I get defeated afterwards or not. Anybody who listened to this, and I think you would have to go back and listen again to catch what I caught. Some of you may have caught it because he speaks fast. People who've heard me talk about Raheem Marks, one of the things I didn't like about him is his fast speech. It's almost like he's hustling. He did the same thing right then. But guess what I caught? In his opening argument, he said white racism and black racism. So he indicated that black people
No,
do
he
engage in
didn't. You
race.
didn't hear quickly.
God damn it. Yes, he
He was
did.
basically
Go
saying
back and
that.
play it again.
No, bro.
And
I
then
heard
he
him when he
contradicted.
said.
Then he
I heard.
contradicted himself.
So listen
Go
to
back
this.
and play it again.
Listen
That's
to
why I
this.
asked you to break it
If
up.
I play it again, it's not going to be in your favor. Petey.
Play it again and show people that it ain't in my favor then. I dare you.
Hey, Red, listen, Red. If you just
I
fucking
dare you.
listen.
I'm daring you.
He said the notion of black and white racism. He
Play it
said the
again.
notion. And then
Play it
he
again.
proceeded to explain why black people can't be racist.
Play
He
it again.
said the notion. You just didn't catch it. I'm not doing it again because I don't even want to.
He did say notion though.
He said the notion.
Which implies what?
A notion is not a truth. It's just a concept.
But does it exist?
I'm done with it, man. Make it.
Okay. Okay. I'm done with it too.
All right, let's move on. I told you I don't like getting into things where people go and believe what they believe. I'm gonna believe what I believe, and because it's not gonna go anywhere.
I came into this with my belief, so neither one of us is gonna be moved.
I respect it. I respect it. I respect it enough.
This would be my challenge to your truth. Have you ever sat in a mosque or a synagogue as a Muslim and not been told that blacks are superior?
That's for. Let me
yes
point
or
something
no?
out.
Yes or no?
Let me point something out.
Yes or no, Twan?
Let me point something out.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna say it quickly.
All right,
Let me tell you something real quick. Let me tell you something real quick.
Go ahead.
Listen to this. As far as me being a Muslim, I'm what they call an all Muslim. All Muslim. I'm not in the Nation of Islam. I want people to know that. I'm not in the Nation of Islam.
Hebrew?
Those are black Muslims. That's what they say to each other.
Are you a Hebrew?
Difference. I don't say that. That's something that Farrakhan.
Are you a Hebrew?
Are
you a Hebrew?
I don't know if you're trying to be funny, but you know fucking well ain't no fucking Hebrew.
I'm not trying to be funny.
You know I'm not a fucking Hebrew. So why are you asking that stupid shit?
Twan, so this is what I'm saying. Abraham, right?
Isaac. How many times did I tell Red Swarm I didn't want to go down this road? He is insisting on doing it.
Because, Twan, I think that you're not being genuine.
It don't matter what you think, Red.
Okay.
It only matters what I think about myself.
Okay.
I'm an all Muslim. I'm not in the Nation of Islam. That's a whole different identity.
So I'm gonna end this, like you said. Let's leave this discussion alone, because you and I are brothers, and I don't want nobody on here to get the impression that Red Swarm and Twan is gonna fall out with each other.
Nah,
Because
but why
we
you
ain't.
asking me am I Hebrew? You know
Because and I may biblically I might not be lining up correctly, but what I was trying to get to is the origins of the Muslim faith. Not just people who were on the corners.
That, bro. Are you a Muslim? No. So you know damn well I'm not gonna do that with you.
So this is what I'm gonna say, and I ain't gonna try to draw Edge or Bloody or Petey or Poppin or nobody else in this. Twan, I've listened to you enough since I've been hearing you on these airways to know that I would argue that as opposed to feeling or letting anybody get away with saying that you're inferior as a black man to anybody or anyone else when it comes to this notion that you can divide mankind into races, that Twan Don would say, fuck that, I'm superior, not inferior. That's that's the core of what I was getting at.
I never call myself superior over any people. I'm one man of all of men. I'm not superior to anyone. That is the ideology of the KKK. I'm not superior to anyone. I don't think I mean, we get into things like, do I think who are the most talented people in the world, and we going into things like this or whatever, then I'm only going to speak facts about what black people have done and what we've discovered and what we've invented. It's there in the history books, even though that's why they try to hide it. It's there. It ain't a discussion. We did it.
So, all right, I'll leave it alone. I really wish we could have this discussion, but
we can have this
I,
discussion on the phone, not on a show, bro.
Okay. But I mean, Bloody said some things that I wanted to ask him about, so I'll leave it
Ask
alone.
Buddy. So you can ask Buddy all you want.
So Bloody, when I was reading the definition and I said that it is an idea that that mankind can be divided into races, then that is like he said, a notion or an ideology that there are multiple races, lending to the term racism. I don't think that we would have to argue that most Klansmen, Ku Klux Klan, believe that the Caucasian race, if you're going to divide it into races, is superior. So when you ask me, do I think there are blacks who think that they are superior? I absolutely 100% agree with that. Now, whether
I agree with it too, but not me.
They do, because when it comes to
Antoine,
dancing, when
I
it comes to
apologize.
athleticism, when it comes
Yes,
to
the Nation of Islam definitely thinks that they're superior to everyone. Not
Quan,
me.
I apologize to you. I start talking about Hebrew without knowing. And let me just admit something on here. As much as Red Swarm likes to sound like I'm knowledgeable and on top of things, I can absolutely admit that I was going down an avenue that I shouldn't have been on because I don't have the knowledge to even have that discussion with Twan. And for fear that I have offended my brother, I'm gonna apologize to you right
You don't
now.
gotta do that, man. Respect, bro. You don't gotta do that.
I do, because I opened up something that I don't even have enough knowledge of to have questioned you on. So I apologize for that, Twan.
And I accept your apology. The reason why I didn't want to go down that road with you, Red, is because if we get into that discussion, people are listening, and then they're gonna judge me on that shit in the future, bro.
Yeah. Respect.
Motherfuckers already come on podcasts and hate enough.
Yeah. But PD, I don't know that I would even say for Tet as a young man that people should call him racist because he said that. I even if I disagree with him on some levels of doing it, I would never look at that boy as being racist. I just don't.
Nah.
Thank you.
Well, I'm trying to understand where Mac Miller came from, because that's not a Hawaiian name.
No, it's not.
No, they changed their last names.
He moved to California. His family moved to California when he was 1. Also,
Y'all do know it.
He didn't grow up in Hawaii.
So his ethnicity is Samoan, basically.
Yeah, y'all know when a lot of
but he's American.
Y'all know when a lot of Asians move to the United States, they adopt an American name.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he's Samoan, then they definitely.
Yeah, it should be. You can't even pronounce.
He's definitely. Yeah, it'd definitely be something for sure.
Well, that means that somebody on his.
And they
somebody
say that
married into the family.
He doesn't come from the Samoan faction of Hawaiians. He comes from the melanin. I actually looked this up after discussion the other day.
Hold on. Shout out to Relax and Talk Sports with the $2 super chat. He said Red has a point. If you look at Surah Eunice 1094.
I don't know what that is. So I'm gonna just moonwalk.
Yeah, man. Look, I'm not trying to take nobody's opinion from you. Red got his. Relax. If you got yours, hey, fine. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying
and Relax can, like Bloody said, Relax can obviously go a whole hell of a lot deeper than I can with what his knowledge is on this. And I have to throw my hands up and back up and say, bruh, I just like I said to Twan, I ventured into using terminology that I should have stayed away from.
Somebody named shout out to somebody named Citrus C-Strip.
It's saying he ain't no Melanesian, but that's what I saw when I
Melanesian. What the hell is that?
Citrus.
I don't even know what that is.
That's part of what the Polynesian people are.
I thought it was just Samoan and Tongan, and I wanted to know what was the difference between a Samoan and a Tongan.
No,
because I seen it as a wrestling fan. I see that.
Well, the word melanin in it, which means black, darkness. So
yes, and those are the
everything comes
ones
out of
who
All I'm gonna
have
say
the
is go do your homework.
who
yeah.
have the Aborigine trait in them.
Say it
So
again,
let me
Petey.
say
Say
this.
it again.
Yeah, yeah, Twan,
Go
let
do
me
your
say this
homework.
to him.
Do your
Let me
homework.
say
Why
this to
you ain't
him.
just sports? Do your fucking homework. Go ahead. I'm
And I'm
sorry.
not gonna get into no argument about what Ted is and what he ain't. I apologize, said it. I apologize, man. I apologize. I ain't trying
Because
to
it
get
won't.
that deep into it.
Because I don't mean Google just one form. I mean actually dabbing deep, and that's one thing that interests me as well too. That I like to do on my own time is do my homework about far as DNA.
See?
And like I say, they got it in their DNA for sure. And whether you like,
So
whether you see it or not, and that's and if we're gonna talk about the N word per se,
They're
that's the
all
case.
30.
And
They're
now
all
hold
at
on,
least 30 to
not
40% black.
Nigerians shouldn't be saying it. Nigerians shouldn't be saying it.
Mhm.
Africans shouldn't be saying it. And that's if we're gonna play that type of game just because they're doesn't mean you should be able to say it. Because
and
and
Petey,
I heard you say, and I heard you say this real quick, Red Swarm.
I'm
You
so
said you
glad
haven't
you're
heard
saying what you're
Africans.
saying right now though. Yeah.
Hmm? You said Africans don't really adapt the word or whatever,
They
but
don't.
I now that you nigga all in there because that's all they hear in the music now.
And you know what, Petey? This is what I was gonna say.
You open up
For the
Pandora's
most
box.
part, we have reserved, and I'm gonna tell you one of the problems I have with the word.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's almost like you are accepting what you have been called, right?
You are.
That's a
You are.
fact.
When
That's a fact.
that's right, Twan, and that's why I have chastised myself at times over this word because I wanted to render at least do my part in rendering it powerless
Mm-hmm.
by stopping using it myself. So my wife doesn't use that word.
Most
She
women
just
don't.
doesn't.
No.
She wasn't raised around it. She doesn't believe in it. She doesn't use it. But what I'm saying
I got
is
people in
that
my family that refuse to use it too, bro.
that's right, Greek. So what I'm saying, there's a certain acceptance when you call somebody else it because we are black in America. We're American of African descent. So, we say it all day long, but nobody else bet not say it. So you
That's
taking
picking and
total
choosing.
ownership of it now?
Yeah.
I blame
True indeed.
NWA.
But you got those on the opposite end. Instead of use word nigga, they calling people monkeys. Are we not gonna use the word monkey? It's a real thing. I don't think different nigga is different. It's not a real thing. Nigga is a real thing.
Y'all better wake
Respect
up
set trip.
because because this is what I mean. And PD, I know you can feel me when I say this. Motherfuckers are just too fucking comfortable with disrespecting black people, bro. You
You
just
saw
got our
that shit.
motherfucking,
You
you
saw
just
that
got our
shit with
motherfucking
Barack and
president who
Michelle.
just
Yep.
put out
Yep.
Barack Obama and Michelle Obama as some monkeys.
Well, he reposted it, but he knew what the hell he was
When
doing.
you repost it, it's just like you fucking did it.
Yeah.
You gonna denounce your citizenship as the U.S. because somebody said that?
Why are presidents and shit like that?
Yeah.
Because they know that black people are not unified and they won't sit here and take up for one
And
another.
that's the biggest
That's
story.
it.
No, that's not
They
what it
have
is.
got
We
they
talking
have got
more
black
about James
people.
Pierce Jr. than that, man. That's some
No,
bullshit.
oh, no. What they're trying to do is entice you to provoke you because we're staying out of shit.
What'd you say, Simone?
They're trying to provoke.
I mean, we dedicate more time, and I understand this is a football podcast, as we should. But man, I I wanted to talk about that bullshit too, man. That shit
About
had
what?
me hot, man.
Oh yeah, bro. Look, I mean, you can do it. You know how I am, bro. Look, that was some.
That shit had me hot,
I'm
man.
telling you, bro. They do this shit because
They're trying to provoke.
black people are so fucking comfortable with this shit, bro.
Yeah,
They're trying to
man.
provoke you to get involved. That's why
They
they keep
made
screaming for it to come out.
they made
So can
black
I
people
tell y'all this?
comfortable with
Listen,
this shit.
let me tell you this. So when he posted that shit out there, right? You could go on Twitter looking for a bunch of angry black people, right? And you'll find them, right? But you're
Yeah.
gonna find just as many that didn't have a problem with that shit.
Yep. Yep. It's sad.
Talking about, I know I ain't no monkey. Blah 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 blah.
But see, the thing is, you had those who voted for him of that same lineage who also will go on there public and say, "I apologize on their behalf," because now that shows the disgust and effect and what everybody has been saying. You know, he pushed this particular race card. That he is that now. He fits that, and then we've been trying to tell you that for years, but y'all don't understand. But
Yeah, you know
like I
what's
said, do
crazy?
your homework.
Guess what I was looking at today, this morning for the first time, and I haven't finished the movie, right? And I'm pretty sure some of y'all probably seen it. It's called Ghost of Mississippi.
I don't watch
Oh
shit like
hell
that.
yeah.
I haven't even
I
finished
I don't
watching it,
like to watch
but
it either, bloody, but I've
I
seen
don't,
it
I
a
don't
number
watch
of
that. I
times.
don't watch Mississippi Burning,
no,
Rosewood.
bro.
I
Yep.
stay away from shit like
Let me
that.
Rosewood.
The Medgar Evers
yeah,
story.
let me finish. Yeah, this is the story about
Hell, I
Medgar
don't even
Evers.
watch the
You
hell.
should. No, bloody, but you should watch it. This is the
No,
thing. When people
I'll go ahead, Quan.
put movies and books out about our history, black people don't want to go see the shit and whatever, blah blah blah. But then we complain that our history has been taken away from us.
Yeah.
So bloody, do you know about Medgar Evers? I'm not gonna get into it on no show,
I'm
but
gonna just say this.
you should go see
I'm gonna
why
answer
that
your
dude was
question.
killed.
I'm gonna answer your question. No, I don't. And the reason why I don't, because when I was in elementary, they had us watching when black folks were getting
Roots.
hoes, beaten, bit by dogs and shit. And
No
when we
way
was
hell
kids,
they
we was
do
laughing.
that shit in elementary school.
But then they told us not to laugh at this shit because that could be our ancestor. And what that shit did for me, it shit put hatred in me. So that's why I don't watch none of that shit, because in my mind, it's just re-showing this is what we think of you.
No
And number two,
way
we
in
make
hell they should
listen,
be
bro.
showing that shit to no elementary
Listen,
kid.
bro.
To a
They
kid
to
under
me,
12.
to me, I look at it, they just doing this shit to show black people this is what we think of you and to make profit off of it.
But guess
That's how
what?
I
Though?
look at it.
Oh, bloody, guess what though? But
What's
they're trying
that?
to take our history out of schools because they don't want us to know what they did.
Shit, they really need. Oh, I can't. Well,
They don't even want their own kids to know what they did.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You can't erase.
But meanwhile, show the Confederate flag and what the real meaning is behind it.
So something that my mom taught me is this: when people are trying so hard to keep something away from you, then you should be trying to figure out why.
Why?
Go look the shit up. Every time they want to try to say we getting rid of this and blah blah blah, they're trying to hide some valuable information that you should be going to go to read. Petey said it correctly. You are responsible for learning about your fucking history.
Go do your homework, bro.
But see, here's the thing about that. You got so many people that have written history and wrote that shit the way they want to write it. So
who did that?
Religion the same way.
It's
I
the
know,
same
I know.
shit.
So to me, history is they always say history is told by the victor. So yeah, you can get some great information about the history, but it's gonna be certain things in it that's a little skewed. That's what I believe. I could be wrong.
So you got to ask yourself, why are they doing that?
Hey,
What are y'all
Twan.
trying to hide from me?
I got to jump off, fam. I'm gonna try to listen in,
We
but I
about
got
to
to
get
do
out
a
of here
couple
anyway.
of things
We're
here.
about to get out of here anyway, so just hold tight, man. Just
All
hold
right,
tight.
y'all.
Damn, bro, we were supposed to come on here and talk about Luke Keuchly.
I know, man.
Oh,
I mean,
well,
I've been waiting
congratulations to Luke for making the
for that,
Hall of
but y'all
Fame.
just kept going on with this. So I was like, yo,
This was an important subject, though, man.
I get that. I
I
understand that.
do a part 2 to this, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. But I will ask y'all before y'all get up out of here, man. Today is Super Bowl Sunday. Who y'all got and why?
I got the evil empire, period. That's my little brother team. I believe in the Patriots. Why? Because they are the Patriots. And I'm going to
They're
leave
not
it
gonna
like
let
that.
that man win the Seahawks.
Technically, fuck both these teams, but
Real
as
talk.
far as my money, I'm pulling for the sea chickens.
Everybody using
So-
the sea tickets.
So I wouldn't be surprised with the NFL and the way things go. I'm not the biggest conspiracy theorist, but I am a little bit. New England had a good season, but I think the Seahawks, all 22 offense and defense, I think the Seahawks is the better team. So I'm gonna take the Seahawks.
I'm strictly picking the Seahawks because of their fucking defense. Because Drake man ain't gonna be able to do what he want to do against that defense.
I love to be on my own.
I'm picking the Seahawks because I hate the Patriots. All right, well, that's all I need to say.
That's a good enough reason.
Damn, that was quick.
I love standing on my own. I love this shit.
You want to put
Lone
some money?
wolf. I love it.
Put some money on it.
Oh shit!
Y'all know
I ain't got
how
nothing to
much.
lose.
You
I
know,
ain't got
majority of the
nothing
time
to
when the
lose.
Patriots won the
Anybody
Super
want to
Bowl,
put a
them
50
last
piece
3,
on it?
that the teams was better than them.
Hey, Petey, I gotta put it out there. Anybody want to put a 50 piece on it?
Yeah, put 50 piece on there.
50 piece all flats.
Listen, I gotta buy 100 piece to go to a party, so I
Now,
can't do it.
if the Patriots do win, it's to
Y'all gonna
offset
have a
because
nice party.
everybody already predicated for the Seahawks to win. They try to offset that
Now you gotta
and
think.
probably clean
Here we
house.
go. Now you gotta think. You got the
Bloody, what
Belichick
you
Mhm.
situation.
taking? What
You
flavor
got
you
the
taking, Bloody?
well, first my little brother say you do half plain, and you know you got black people coming, so do lemon pepper.
Lemon
So,
pepper, yes sir.
that's what I would take. But Petey, what you were saying?
My favorite is that lemon pepper with the mix with the buffalo sauce. That buffalo lemon pepper.
I can't
Yeah,
do
he's
wet
taking
lemon pepper at all, man. I got to
The
have a
mustard
dry
pepper.
rub.
Persian wings. I mean, Pearson
I
wings.
got dirty.
Lemon pepper.
I like them dry
Lemon pepper.
rubs too, bro. I
Lemon
like them
Pearson.
dry.
Hey, Bloody, take your lemon pepper Pearson wings, man. You need it.
Damn,
Oh, I
Pop.
also got to say this. You got to think
What
now.
time
The
is it?
Patriots
What
got
time
a
the game start, man?
y'all got to think. The Patriots got a lot of bullshit going on behind it too, with this Belichick situation, the Kraft situation, Tom Brady now rooting for him. So it's a lot of shit that's surrounding the Patriots that could help them in their favor. The Stephon Diggs situation. I'm just saying. So don't be surprised if the Sea Chickens get screwed over and the Patriots is back on top.
I'm glad you said that. I just don't want to ever find out that the NFL is corrupt like that in terms of picking the winners.
Me either, Greek.
That's gonna kill it. Like, bro, that's gonna be like walking
Me
in on your
too.
mom and
Me
dad.
too.
And find out that Santa Claus ain't real.
That's one of the last few enjoyments that I actually have right now at my age is the NFL, man.
I know Edge ain't gonna like this. It's like when I found out wrestling wasn't real, bro.
It hurt me a little bit, but I still fuck with it. It ain't good as the 90s, but
It had me tight, bro.
Me too, Twine.
I thought them niggas was really out there beating each other's ass, bro.
I mean, now when you get hit in the head with a steel chair, trust me, that shit hurt.
You think that shit is really still, bro?
Listen, that motherfucker sound off in that arena, dog. And you going through a table, even though those tables are props, that shit still hurt.
You must really like it. Like, ain't nobody throwing a fucking steel chair in my head, bro.
Nah.
Hey, they get paid the money to take the bump for the next person. Got to make your opponent look good, and that mat ain't nothing but plywood. That shit hurt. Now, some motherfuckers do be really injuring each other on purpose just to get in that top spot. You know what? I ain't about to get into that. That's a whole nother conversation. That's a whole nother conversation.
A lot, though.
With that, I got a whole thing on that where I can humbly explain all that shit, but that's for another time, for another subject. But this is
we already talked about this shit.
I would not be there for that.
No, you don't
Damn, Pop.
You don't have to be there for that. I don't.
Yeah, Edge already went at it one time over that shit.
That shit don't fucking matter. It's a whole thing I can explain, but I'm not gonna.
I don't care to talk about men and speedos. I'm good.
Because y'all gonna just try to debunk everything I gotta say, so it's all good.
Why you gotta look at it like that?
I don't watch MMA either. I ain't finna see two men laying down on the mat with nuts touching each other. I ain't finna watch that.
Oh my god!
I ain't finna watch that.
Nah, I can't watch combat sports no more. God.
Well, damn, Red. I used to fucking fight. I used to be in the Cajun fight. Well,
you didn't have to tell me that, though.
Speedos too.
You didn't have to tell me that, though.
They got scissors on there as well too.
Yeah.
They got paper, rock, and scissors on there too.
Y'all ever seen this dude Torres Finney? They call him the Punisher.
I've never heard of bro.
Yeah, he MMA. My son played football at Chattanooga with him, man. You can go back and see. He played fullback at Tennessee Chattanooga. I know him personally. He a good dude. And my son always put me up on Torres, man. I don't watch MMA. I'm being dead serious with you.
I was about to ask Red if you know he had a wrestling background.
Let me tell you why I fell in love with MMA. Because I said to myself, nobody can beat this nigga Kimbo Slice, bro. Nobody can beat Kimbo Slice. Not in a real fight. Because I was seeing this dude bludgeon people in these real street fights, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And Kimbo got his ass whipped right away.
Right.
Greg Hardy took his big football ass up in there too and got
his ass whooped
right away, bro.
Yeah, that's a different sport. Boxers cannot go in that octagon and think, "Oh, I'm about to just knock this motherfucker." No,
sir.
When a person kick you in your knee, he side kicking your knee, and your leg turn a linguine is different. When you get laid on that mat and somebody puts you in a triangle or a headlock and you can't breathe and you suffocate, shit is real. Or when they lay their weight on top of you and you can't move, that shit is real.
But them MMA fighters can't go in the ring with no trained boxers either.
Nah, they because their hands ain't they don't. Go ahead, Red. My fault.
No one stand 4 feet away from them. No, sir.
Some can, some can't. It just depends on who they are and how they train, how they fight. Some people can, some people can't. And the only reason why I know that is because I've been inside there. I fought with people, so I do know. And I've seen
it's the rules, though. It's the rules.
I've seen some boxers come in there and do well, but also I've seen a lot of boxers who can't, who just will not and refuse to go on the ground. And
you ain't do that shit.
And that's a big event, and that is a big advantage on that. That's what that is.
You did some intramural.
I caught that.
Yeah, you
ain't shit,
Yeah, I caught that.
You say that man did intramural. You ain't shit, Twan.
Whatever, I'm done.
Oh man, we know Anderson and fighting motherfucking professionally. He wouldn't be on here talking with us.
It could have been amateur. They had to be intramural.
But listen, I commend anybody that get in a square circle or octagon, because that shit hurt, bro. That shit real.
They go popping now. They go popping now. These two Negroes here ain't shit, man.
No, we had a player like that. Who was he? The tight end with the red hair.
He played for us.
It's about Andy
Hurts. Yeah, once
he
got that concussion, he said he had like lost the memory. So I mean, Eric's getting too. He could,
I ain't look. I see you bitches in the chat, man. I wanted to talk about that Duke Carolina shit too, but
the big sign
Duke in North Carolina. I ain't gonna shout out to the Tar Heels.
Yeah, man, they gotta stop these motherfuckers from rushing the fucking court.
Why? That's part of college.
Man. But my wife told me to get the hell off, so I'm finna get off this podcast.
Hey, Brad, let me get your last words, Brad.
Hey, man, listen.
Hey, thanks for coming.
I don't know what to say. I know Pop wanted to unleash on my ass today. He did a little bit, but not in usual popping fashion. So respect. But I'm gonna say it today. I'm gonna say it again. This ain't a Falcon issue. It ain't a Falcon creation. Okay. It's a Falcons issue. He's right. So with that being said, well, what you say, penitentiary Pierce?
Yeah.
I hate it for you. I hate it for you, black ass. Because you ain't got enough money to fight what's coming to you, homeboy. I hate it for you. That's all I got, y'all.
The real Sunchild, he said less than 80 years ago, black people was getting ate by dogs on the street. Nah, not that long ago, brother. 50.
Yeah, man. UPS men still get bit by dogs.
So you would do some nigga shit like, hey, go ahead. Let me get your last words too, Black.
Hey, man, first off, know what I'm saying? Shout out to the 704. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody in the panel, everybody on the chat. Appreciate y'all for having me up here. 803, that's my city. I love you. Keep pounding. Simple as that.
Yes, sir, bro. Hey, the great PD Quick in the building. Holla.
Do your homework, man. Keep pounding. Hopefully next season is better. Hopefully they get rid of Bryce Young as well. No, they ain't gonna get rid of him. So
get your ass to the library and learn something.
Do they still have libraries? I thought they didn't exist no more.
The internet will tell you whatever the fuck you want to know.
Yeah, Chat GPT.
I'm saying it's out there. You know, I ain't fans about that shit because they can put in what they want. But let me go to my man Edge.
What? There you go.
What up?
Last word.
Well, none. I just going to enjoy the Super Bowl and everything, and just keep pounding. It's all good.
Coffee and some cereal. Cereal and milk.
Let me get popping bullets, man.
Man, I ain't got much to say, man. Keep pounding.
Okay.
I've been trying to refrain myself from calling people niggas lately. But look, that's his last word. Respect. 704 Charlotte Show, man. We about to get up out of here. We'll see y'all on the next one, man. Enjoy your Super Bowl. See chickens, going to win me some money, man. Come on.